Hello one and all, welcome back to the Nintendothon, and for tonight's pleasure, I got another A+ Metroid game ready for you. This is Metroid Fusion, the long-awaited sequel to Super Metroid. Long-awaited, I said yes, because Super Metroid was released in 1994. This game, 2002.
Yeah, that was one of the longest waits in between sequels, I think. Because Samus's only appearance in the entire N64 era was for Smash Brothers. So Metroid fans are used to waiting for games, like a lot.
Unfortunately, so it's a habit that Nintendo seems to want to upkeep. Because I don't know. I understand that Metroid is not the highest-selling Nintendo franchise. It's no Mario. It's definitely no Zelda. Hell, it might even be it's not a Pokemon. It's not Animal Crossing.
Not a Kirby either. I'm pretty sure Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby probably sells more too.
Outsells Metroid.
A damn shame, but I do love me some Metroid. And for tonight, folks, not only do we got Metroid Fusion, we're also doing 100%. I'm getting every single pickup in the game. Hopefully along the way. Fusion, after 2 test playthroughs, I can confirm that Fusion is not as obnoxious as Zero Mission. When it comes to, yeah, it's not. If you know where all the branching pathways are when it comes to the sectors connecting to each other, then it's actually not bad.
Well, it's just, Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission both have a thing where right before the end of the game, you have to do cleanup if you want 100%.
Yes.
But you said it's not as bad in
It's not as bad, or at the very least, it doesn't feel as bad as Zero Mission.
Well, I guess it also helps that Fusion is also an awful lot more linear than Zero Mission, so it's not like you have to go completely out. You're zigzag. You visit each sector at least like 2 or 3 times, so I guess you can do a lot of pickup, like cleanup, in your second required visit, whereas in Zero Mission you zigzag a lot more.
As long as you know where the items are at, yes.
Yeah. Well, if you don't know where they are, you're going to be doing a lot of backtracking and being very thorough just in general. So.
Yeah, and there will be times in this playthrough, folks, where it looks like I'm deliberately ignoring an item, but I'm waiting for the revisit because it'll be easier to get at that time.
Okay.
Do I wall jump up the wall, or do I wait until I get the space jump?
Yeah. So are you gonna do the wall jump for that one in the chasm where like there's?
The one in Sector 1?
It's the one where the only way to get it at first is using the wall jump.
Yeah,
like,
I'm getting that right now because it's just faster to get it then.
Okay, alright. Well, Sector 1 is also, like, you visit Sector 1 first, and then you don't visit it again until the very end of the game. So.
The one I'm probably just a tad nervous about is Sector 3 and the later half of Sector 4. The underwater area.
Sector 4 is annoying.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad, because my even my test playthrough wasn't as long as my Zero Mission run a few days ago. So, so hopefully we won't be taking up too much of your time here, folks. But I got confidence that I will be doing just fine here, and I thank you all for showing up for today's session.
Yeah, some people were wondering in the chat, no, Mario World didn't get finished already. It wasn't some crazy glitch kind of run. Mario World was pushed back to a later point so that we could get Fusion and Banjo-Kazooie in today. I'm not sure when we rescheduled Super Mario World 2, but stay tuned, we will be doing it. It's kind of a big game to skip.
I'm pretty sure Tom will be updating us in the Skype chat at some point or another. But anyway, as we go through the 6-minute long opening intro, which you can never skip.
Nobody figured out a way to skip it.
No, there's no speed strats for the skip. Records will be shattered the day they find a way to skip the intro. No, but most speedruns save immediately after this intro, so that when they begin the speedrun, they start at the ship.
Oh, so nobody got... Well, not for nothing, I do think Metroid Fusion is the best Metroid game in terms of telling a story. But, it is kind of a long...
Revisits, you hate the intro.
Yeah.
It's like replaying Arkham Asylum. Now, I know you probably never played that game, Ted, but at the beginning of Arkham Asylum always begins with that, 10-minute stretch where you're taking Joker to his cell. And it just serves to introduce you to the asylum, look at all the villains that are here, but you can't do anything else.
It's atmospheric, John.
I know it's atmospheric, but I want to replay the game. I already know what's going on. The
So do
Joker's
you
bad.
have a? So do you Majora's Mask it and have a save file like right after the right after the intro is over?
Nah, and as much as I bitch for it, I don't have the energy to do that.
What, just save and then copy the save file?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's just too much work. Way too
John.
much work. All
John.
right. Yes.
John, why?
Why do birds suddenly appear?
Also, this is the only game where I just straight up do not like the design of Samus's ship. For the record, I don't. The purple looks dumb.
Yeah, the Federation have no taste.
Well, I mean, it was free, so you can't really bitch about that. But I mean, like,
I guess not.
I mean, come on, like, purple, and like, what? They made her suit blue. Do they even know what they're doing over there? They should really fire whoever's in charge of the style over at the G.
I quit. You never worked with us from the beginning with. Says you. How many jobs have I had with the Galactic Federation?
Samus wouldn't eat if they didn't pay for it.
Yeah, she has no bounties.
Well, that's because I believe I can't remember where it was. The definition of bounty hunter is apparently different in Japan. Like, I think for like Metroid, was it? I can't remember where I read this. I think it was some sort of developer interview. Like, Retro wanted to have like optional bounty side missions in Metroid Prime 3.
Yeah.
Since like you were pirate hunting, like not pirate hunting, planet hopping anyway. But then like Nintendo was like, no, Samus doesn't do that. Samus doesn't kill people. And it's like, but she's a bounty hunter.
First off, they're aliens. That's perfectly fine. Samus shot first. Come on, before Other M, Samus didn't have much to develop with. And, unfortunately, when you go so many games without spending time on character development, the player starts jumping to conclusions based off what you see. And I always took Samus as like a female Han Solo.
Maybe not like that, like, I don't want to say ruthless, but like, she was pretty. I think her characterization in this game, because she does actually speak and like inner monologue a lot in Fusion.
Yeah.
She does have kind of a no-nonsense attitude. And granted, Fusion does take place after Other M, where she could have theoretically gotten over her issues, even though that's not really how psychology works, but whatever. But, it's... I think it's mostly just... I can't believe we're getting into Other M talk already. No, I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, we just want to drop it. Just shut up.
We have some donations.
Oh, thank God. How about that Other M? Oh!
Oh, look at the donations. Okay, so we've got a handful, actually. We've got $3 from Jonathan Reinhardt. I'm sorry, dude. Hey, y'all, got an important Metroid question for you, John. Kill or save the animals in Super Metroid? Think of the frames, John. The frames! P.S. Save the animals.
I was debating whether or not we should have an homage to GDQ and have a save or kill the animals.
Well, you have to save the animals in Fusion, don't you?
Some people disagree, but... I think
isn't it plot important to get the animals out of that cage in Fusion?
Well, according to Fusion, yeah, and I mean, saving the animals is canon.
No, I meant like in Fusion, you can't skip saving the animals.
Oh no, yeah, that's plot important, yeah.
They're the ones who drive the ship back to save them. Yeah,
and I don't think they have a save or kill the Samus incentive either.
What if they did though? Like the bird people are all like, save the Samus, and then like the monkeys are just like throwing dollars to kill her.
I don't know, man. She hesitated.
But like, even when you're speedrunning, do you go out of your way to save them, John?
Yeah, because I got a soft heart.
Oh, but you'll whip the dog.
Yeah. The dog had it coming, and it gives me money. Killing the animals gives me nothing but saved frames. And I'm not that dedicated of a Super Metroid speedrunner to really care about that. That's for the GDQ guys.
Okay. Okay, we've got a $1 donation from Hick Warrior. Hey guys, have a good Metroid run. To be fair, I actually made a small donation just to ask Ted for Fire Emblem tips if it's not too early in the game yet. Don't want to derail your commentary too much though. Goes to Hyrule Warriors Adventure Mode showcase, okay? Also, I'd like to thank Mia for taking care of incentives because I've been having trouble logging into the page, so thank you, Mia. As for Fire Emblem tips, I would say use all of your characters evenly because you don't want to rely on one character and then get into a situation where that character isn't useful for a mission and you're boned. So that's a good general tip, I think. I can't really give anything more specific unless you mention what game you're playing, and even then, the only one I'm really good for giving tips to is Awakening. But anyway. Anyhow, thank you for your donation. We've got a £5 donation from Gemstone the Sabercat. Hello, please put this to the Ganondorf Master Quest armor and Hyrule Warriors. And I did hijack my creator's computer to do this. Okay, cool. Awesome. And the last donation at the moment, actually I'll refresh just in case. The last donation at the moment is Ulta Kai. Hello, Johnny. Hope you enjoyed playing another Metroid game. Pew pew! Also, Ted, I got a few questions. How many hours do you have in Hyrule Warriors? And why are you never bored grinding out levels and such? Actually, hold on. I've got my Wii U right next to me, so I can check the exact number right now, actually. And the reason I don't get bored is because I live stream all my level grinding now, and my friend Catherine keeps me company.
Yeah.
So really, that's the only reason at this point. But anyway, if I scroll back, I've played a total 417 hours of Hyrule Warriors. So
417 hours.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I don't play Pokemon that long.
Some people do. I believe Chugga Conroy has maxed out the timer in multiple Pokemon games.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So, yeah. While I was gone, you already beat the Morph Ball boss.
Yeah, the Morph Ball boss is giving me pretty bad luck. You rolled so many times.
One thing I do like about this game, though, is that every boss does use, or at least has sort of uses, or at least looks like it's using every ability that you get from them.
Yes.
Which, for some reason, I just think is cool.
Yeah, you know, I'll like go ahead and further say I love the X Parasites, like, as enemies.
They're cool. They're a cool enemy, I think, because, like, it, you know, they kind of have. You know the thing, actually? They kind of, I think, you know, the fact that there aren't any other characters sort of diminishes their potential for this, but, you know, the X-Parasites are kind of like the movie The Thing, where, you know, anybody could be an X-Parasite.
Yeah.
I mean, The Thing, so, you know, it's just kind of like a who do you trust? Although our only ally at the moment is a computer, so it can't really do that, but...
I'm pretty sure that's not an X-Parasite.
Yeah, but I don't know, I just think they're really cool, and I also like kind of the lore implications, like, I believe one of the manga says that the Chozo created the Metroid specifically to eat the X-Parasites because they're dicks. Yeah. So, you know. And then it just turns out that the Metroids are their own problem, but, you know, whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry, I went... Well, let's let the SAX scare all the children out there. I just realized the Nintendothon.
Fuck that thing.
Yeah, I just realized the Nintendothon logo is behind the video game screen. Hey guys, remember me? I just hanging out here.
I still think for my money the Nintendothon, not the Nintendo, the SAX is the scariest thing I've ever seen in a video game. Still to this day.
It's pretty terrifying.
Metroid Fusion came out 2002. I was 9. It made, like, whenever the thing popped up on screen, I would habitually, not habitually, but instinctively turn the game off so that I wouldn't have to deal with it. Like, that thing is absolutely terrifying, which makes it only funnier when you realize how rock stupid its AI can be at points. Like, you can get it to, like, jump around like an idiot, and it's just hilarious. I love the fucking thing. But it's still, like, if you're playing the game the way it's supposed to be played, it is downright terrifying at points.
Absolutely.
You do, especially in the first half of the game, you do not want to get that thing to notice you.
No.
It will kill you.
It'll kill you.
It'll kill you.
It has, you know, the ice beam will freeze you in place if you happen to run into it without the various suit on, and if it somehow manages to screw attack into you, that is like instant kill. It's like just put the game down. You're dead. It's
instant kill, I think, until about the point where you've got like the power issues in the whole Sector 2 like vegetation thing. Yeah. I think it's only really at that point where you can survive taking a few hits from the SAX without like dying. So, you know. And, you know, I think the whole, like, Metroidvania, like, gaining strength over the course of the game kind of thing, I think it really hits home here, because I think Samus starts off weaker than in any other game. Like, you take a lot of damage.
You take a shitload of damage. Absolutely. Yeah. And you notice that the most with Sector 2.
With the caterpillar things.
Yeah, they do so much damage.
Okay, but anywho, I guess we never really said what we were here for. We here at the Nintendothon are raising money for Mind Charities, which is UK based. They help people with various mental disorders like anxiety, bipolar disorder, depression, all sorts of stuff. So if you've got anything you would like to spare, you can click the big yellow donate button underneath the Twitch stream, and this accounts for whether you're watching it on the microsite or on the HellfireComms Twitch page. And you can give your money to a whole bunch of incentives. Right now, we've got a ton of bid wars going. You can bid towards any costume you would like to see in Hyrule Warriors. You can bid whether or not to save or kill Waka in Paper Mario. You can bid towards what name you would like minions, starters, and trainers to be in Pokemon Vietnamese. And you can also bid to Mario Pinball Land to make that 100% run, or to show off the adventure mode and Ganon's Fury in Hyrule Warriors. So
Yeah.
that's all pretty cool. Again, we appreciate any and everything that you can give. It is shocking how generous you guys have been this
Yeah, and if you can't donate, spread the word. That helps just as bit as much. That helps just as much. You wouldn't believe.
And speaking of generosity, we got a lot of donations actually. We've got $10 from Tamor Ramen, £10 I should say. Hey guys, here's my daily £10. Voted for Super Mario World in the straw poll, but this is fine, I guess. Just kidding. Keep up the good work. Ted's choice as to where this goes. Could we put this towards the adventure mode showcase, please? I would like to get that funded.
That's for Hyrule Warriors, right?
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors Adventure Mode Showcase, that £10. Thank you. We've got £10 from Tails Doll. Hello, Johnny. Long time no stock. I see you trying to complete a Metroid game for charity. How predictable. I've tied up one of your viewers. I will make you suffer this time, Johnny. Sunshine's waiting. Oh, and tell your brother to go to hell. Tails Doll.
What a jerk.
We've got £30 from Nobutron. Salutations, Nobutron here yet again. Good luck to Johnny playing Metroid Fusion. Ha! Oh, and could we have another walk-in impression, please? Thank you for all your hard work.
Oh, one moment. I'm trying to, shoot this door with an eye here. Stupid iron. Hey, thank you. No, I just got some food on the way home. Some food arrived while I was playing the game. I'm gonna be eating like a champ tonight.
We've got another £2 from Altaki. P.S. Ted, I can't wait to meet you during too many games with Johnny and the other BSC members. I hope to share many puns with you. That are probably worse than Chuggas. I guess you could say that's worth the punishment.
Shut up, you. Shut up.
Oh, you're doing the trick in order to make the
Just get it caught in the ledge. You could do that with like 3 of them, I believe.
I'm trying to remember. Anyone that has only the beam SAX cores, not SA core X's, have it like where you have to shoot in the eye. The rest of them you can just shoot it wherever.
Yeah, wherever.
We've also got a £1 donation from the Gerudo Queen. Hello, very proud of what you guys are doing. Keep it up. Put this towards Runner's Choice. Also, Johnny is JoJo. Expect fan art of this soon.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, you've got £1. What would you like that to go to?
Put that towards Adventure Mode Showcase.
Okay. So we've got another £1 to Adventure Mode Showcase, and we've got a £15 donation from Mr. God King. It's the SAX. Kill it! Kill it! Put this money towards Johnny's choice.
Ted, let's just make my runner's choice Adventure Mode on CM.
Okay, so Mia, whenever you see a runner's choice incentive, could you please have that go to Adventure Mode? So, because that John is going to be consistent with that. So, thank you very much. And I refreshed the page, and we actually did get another one, another donation. £3 and 16 pence from TTTTSD. Hey Johnny, would just like to say that I enjoy all of your content and work, and that raising money for charity is always a great thing. I have a very important question for you, Johnny. What is your ideal next Metroid game? 2D, 3D, a hybrid?
Just give me a Metroid game.
So you really don't give a shit?
If it plays like Super Metroid, Zero Mission, or Fusion, I'm happy. That's all I want. That's all I want. Hey,
what about Prime?
If it's 2D like that, if it's 3D, Prime, please. That's all I ask for.
You don't think, like, I know people bitch about Other M's story, like, aside from the D-pad, because I hate using a D-pad in a 3D space, I thought that Other M, gameplay-wise...
I'd like to see Other M attempt it again. Gameplay-wise, yes. I think it has enormous potential. Yeah, but I agree, the D-pad for 3D controls needs to absolutely fucking stop. We're not in 1996 anymore.
Yeah, well, like, it's a shame that Other M ended up being the way it was, because, like, it's stupid linear, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it can't be fun, because Fusion is stupid linear, and that's tied for my favorite Metroid game with Zero Mission,
because, you know, stupid linear as it is, it's still action-packed and tightly focused.
Yeah.
You know, if anything, Fusion, I enjoy speedrunning more than Super Metroid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's so linear, it's easy to know where you need to go next, and the Fusion gives you all these little cues that just trigger memories in your head saying, okay, I gotta do this next, this is here, this is here, this is here. It helps. With Super Metroid, you know, I had to learn all that stuff by myself over the course of a few years, and I love speedrunning that game too. Well, speedrunning it as fast as I can do it. But Fusion definitely makes it easier too.
Yeah, and, you know, not for nothing, I think when it comes to Other M is, I get what they were trying to do in an awful lot of places. Like, I understand that Metroid's all about the atmosphere, and there are a lot of points in Other M that I think do have good atmosphere, but there's too much, and there's not enough, like, action, or it's got to have an interest curve, I think, is more the thing with Other M, and the interest curve is not... There's too much low points, I think. But anyway, we're talking about an unquestionably good game here. We can talk about inherently flawed games later. But I should let you guys all know that our running total right now is 6,362 pounds. That means that we are just 38 pounds away from revealing what our next incentive game for the marathon is. And this is a game that has not been revealed just yet. And it's going to be pretty awesome. So
yeah, and I know you guys are more than capable of raising that amount of money during this run. I have faith in you guys.
Oh no, it's 38 pounds. I'm absolutely positive you guys can do it. So yeah, donate. And if you're donating, you can always put an incentive towards whatever you want, like when you're donating, so you can kill two birds with one stone.
That only helps us, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, so you're still in Sector 2 now, right?
I'm in Sector 2 now, yes.
Yeah, Sector 2 is always, like, I don't know why, but I always kind of found it funny, because I'm pretty sure it's one of, if not the biggest sector in the entire game, and yet the map they give you is absolutely tiny.
Yeah, it's deceiving.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this isn't so bad, oh my god, look at this everything.
Yeah, but I wonder if that was, like, the joke or something that...
Yeah.
Oh, look at this tiny area, oh, lol, nope.
This game is so short, it sucks.
Well, you can't beat Fusion in under 5 hours comfortably, even if you're not a big Metroid dude.
Yes.
Well, maybe not on your first run, but definitely on subsequent runs, you can beat it in under 5 hours without a problem. And I'm really glad that they have this on the Wii U Virtual Console, because Metroid Fusion was one of the games they gave away for the 3DS Ambassador program. So I do have it on my 3DS, but the problem is that you can't button map on the 3DS version, meaning I have to use the 3DS's A button to jump and the 3DS's B button to shoot, and I can't do that. That is just no. So...
Look, Ted, I'm saving.
Okay, that was actually probably the thing that bothered me more in your Fusion run than missing the items, was the fact that you never save, ever.
I generally don't need to, that's what it is.
Well, you were running low. You are running, like, pretty low on health.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so the running gag between me and Ted with this playthrough specifically, I call it Ted%. Because during our Fusion commentary at Brain Scratch, Ted was infuriated that I skipped over a lot of items.
A lot of easy items?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you were just trying to straight up speedrun the game, though. You know, you could have bombed that block there to raise a pillar to make it easier, dude. You didn't have to go all fancy with your wall jumping skills.
That takes too long.
And there, okay, now you'd know this more than I would. There is no way to wall jump up a wall in Fusion, right?
No. Your trajectory is fixed for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
And
Alright.
that's just enough time so that you can't hug a wall.
Okay, so okay, well then that leads me to a question. Do you think that being able to wall jump the same wall was a mistake? Well, not a mistake, but do you think that was intended in Super Metroid and they wanted to quote unquote fix it here?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
Because they did, I do understand that they did bring it back for Zero Mission because people bitched about it being gone. So that was intentional, but like I don't know whether or not, because it being able to go up one wall is like the way that you can skip quite a lot of shit in Super Metroid.
Well, not
right?
so much with like mandatory shit, but just a lot of items.
Yeah, you
know, you can wait for the grappling hook, or you can wall jump.
Yeah, so that kind of gives me the idea that they wanted you to, and also the way that the animals show you how to get do the wall jump, like they do go from wall to wall. I do think that kind of, I think they didn't intend for you to be able to go up a wall on your.
I look at it both ways. You know, the tutorial animals show you can do it this way if you want to, or you know, if you experiment, you can also do it this way. But it's true, the animals do show you the left or right movements, not so much the left movement, left movement, left movement, left movement.
I wouldn't say it was a mistake, more just an oversight, probably.
Yes.
And you know, if people enjoyed that oversight, you know, more power to them, I guess. But you know, also Sector 2 was, I think, the first part in this game I got lost. I think, or at least the trying to get out of Sector 2. Because honestly, like getting the data from the data room takes all of like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But you can get, but it took me quite a long time to get out of here when I was first playing the game. Then again, this was also my first Metroid, so that probably had a lot to do with it as well. I is to scrub.
I.
Oh, we've got 2 more donations. One is from DBirch01. Hey guys, another donation to keep things moving. Can you put this towards the Skyward Sword incentive for Hyrule Warriors? Keep at it, guys. P.S. Did Ryan get my tweet about there being official volumes of Pokemon manga Black and White arc? Maybe. But dude, what did you mean by the Skyward Sword incentive? Do you mean the Skyward Sword Zelda costume or a different Skyward Sword costume? Because Link has a Skyward Sword tunic as well. If you could, in the chat, specify what costume you wanted, I would really appreciate that. Thank you. And then we got a $1 donation from Lindaru. Hi, Johnny and Ted. Nice to see Johnny playing Fusion for a great cause. Good luck for the rest of the marathon. Put this towards runner's choice. Keep on punning, Ted. So you wanted your runner's choice to keep on being adventure mode, right?
Yes. Okay,
so $1 to adventure mode. I'll keep an eye on the chat to see if DBirch specifies what's this called? What costume he wanted, sorry. Also, I'm really glad that they gave you jump ball and high jump so early in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so DBirch specified that it was Zelda's Skyward Sword costume. Thank you, dude. But yeah, I'm so glad they gave you high jump so early in the game. Maybe it was just due to how slow I was when I first tried to play Super Metroid, but you didn't get the high jump for like 2 hours, and that was annoying.
I'd imagine so. Yeah, it helps, especially in any Metroidvania's case where they give you mobility upgrades so early. Because you see the benefits of that immediately.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, you also see the benefit of the long beam immediately, but that's still a stupid power-up.
Yeah, it's a beam. Pew pew.
Can you skip the long beam?
If you want to, yeah.
If you skip the long beam, does that mean that when you shoot like the wave beam shots will be really short?
Yeah, everything will be short. It's humorous.
I wonder if it's actually if in that case it's actually faster in Zero Mission to skip the long beam.
To like any percent speedrunners, yes, you're not getting the long beam at all.
Oh wow.
You know, but the thing about Zero Mission is that Zero Mission also had level design that had like speedrunning in mind.
So they put in shortcuts.
So they put in shortcuts so that you can do Ridley first before Kraid, or you know.
You can?
Yeah, you can.
I thought that was the way you were supposed to do it in.
Well, the way you're supposed to do it, well, the way they intended you to do it is Kraid first, then Ridley. But there are shortcuts in Norfair that allow you to get to Ridley early. So you can fight Ridley first. And I've done it before, and it's really not that hard because Ridley is a joke in Zero Mission.
Ridley is not very hard in any game you fight him in, really.
I would say Super Metroid is the exception, and Metroid Prime meta Ridley on like your first few matches. You know, because Ridley and Super Metroid had a high damage output. And assuming you're not going for 100%, you don't have as many NAT tanks as you want to, Ridley's damage can catch you off guard. Metroid Prime meta Ridley, especially first time, meta Ridley gave me so much shit in Metroid Prime. You know, he's just constantly, he's so aggressive.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking back to every other Ridley fight though. Like Ridley, both Ridleys in what's it, Prime 3 are not very hard at all.
No.
And I've never actually beaten Super Metroid, but
okay.
But so I can't really say for that. But like in every other 2D game, he is.
Yeah, he's a joke in Metroid 1. Super Metroid is the exception, I think. Fusion, yeah. Zero Mission, definitely.
I cannot remember how hard the Ridley boss fight in Other M was for the life of me.
I didn't find that one to be hard either, because you're a dodge roll.
Yeah.
Your OP dodge roll.
Yeah, so, you know. Ridley for being Samus's arch nemesis.
Yeah, she really has nothing to be afraid of. I don't see what the big deal is. Besides the whole killing your parents thing. But,
well, you know, I always liked Kraid more than Ridley. Like,
Kraid needs more love.
Yeah, Kraid doesn't. Like, I'm really sad that they never ended up bringing him back for Prime, even though he was originally intended. Was he? I think part of it's just due to the fact that I think Kraid's lair is probably one of my favorite Metroid pieces ever. So, you know, there's that. But, you know, he was always cooler than Ridley to me.
Kraid was originally planned for Prime 1. They even had a model ready. But they just scrapped it at the last minute. Probably time constraints, budget. Not entirely sure what the total cost was, but at least we have a model to look at. The only thing I don't like about the Prime Cridley model, that's the fusion between Kraid and Ridley.
Oh, so they're gonna take on Sam
Adamus. Ironically, not in Metroid Fusion. But yeah, they had a model to go ready for Metroid Prime and Kraid, but the only thing I don't like about the Kraid model on Prime is that they put a dome over his head. I guess for like some sort of shield.
It probably, like, the whole thing with Kraid is you always shoot shit into his mouth.
Yeah.
It probably would have been a slight puzzle element how to get that thing off.
Yeah, but the thing is, it didn't cover his mouth though. You can still see his teeth.
Oh, maybe just shoot into his head, I suppose. It probably would be hard to specifically aim into his mouth in a 3D space, I suppose.
Yeah, actually, you bring that up, and I remember his weakness in Zero Mission was his eye, which opened his mouth.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's probably what they were going for.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So Sector 4 is actually one of my favorite areas in the game, which oddly enough is because it's the water level. Yeah. I think it's mostly just because you don't ever really spend a lot of time in the water until you have the gravity suit, so you know that helps.
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know, I love the music in here, especially the second visit when you get into the underwater area. I love that track a lot.
Fusion soundtrack is pretty kick-ass.
Yeah.
Love the boss themes.
Yeah, it doesn't get really represented very much, although I think I could swear in Other M when you're in the ice area, like this is the one point where like Other M does anything musical. Like they play kind of the ice riff from Sector 5.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't remember much of Other M's soundtrack besides the Ridley theme.
What soundtrack?
Yeah, you're right. But it does have a kick-ass Ridley theme. Oh, yeah. And I do like the mystery creature theme, which is like a other remix of Ridley's theme. I'm sensing a pattern here.
Oh, we've got a handful of new donations, so I'm gonna read those out.
Awesome stuff.
We've got $5.55 from Flare Knight 16. Hi, Johnny and Ted. I love the BSC run of Fusion and is one of my personal favorites to go back to. Put this to Johnny's choice and have John, have you played Strider 2014 since it has Metroidvania styles? Love you guys.
I have not.
Okay then. That was short. Kyle donated $20. Hi, John. It's cool to see you play my first Metroid game, of which I only completed 2 days ago. Are you ever going to review the rest of the Pokemon generations?
I plan next year.
Next year? All of them?
Well, Gen 3 and Gen 4, to go back to the series, yes.
Okay, then. We've got a £5 donation from Earthling Nice. Hey guys, I'm a big Brain Scratch-Con fan. Followed you since Pokemon Crystal. Because of you, I've been able to graduate high school and get through the hard times of testing. Put this towards, feel free to choose where you put this. Okay, so I guess those £5 go to Adventure Mode Showcase then. And where's Kingdom Hearts, John?
Where's Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
It's in the editing process that I can't get to because of this Nintendothon.
Oh man. Oh, you made Saris look like an absolute joke there, for the record.
It is very possible to. There's the thing about the charge beam, the first charge beam anyway, is that when you unleash a fully charged shot, there's a little flare graphic next to Samus's arm cannon. That does a lot of damage. With good timing, you can two-shot Saris.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but you gotta be really close, and it's really hard to pull off, which is why I never go for it.
Well, it's just, Saris was one of the bosses that gave me the most trouble when I first played the game. Just because I always got so antsy because he moves so fast.
Yeah. It's a good boss, though. I like the boss.
Oh, no, Saris is one of my favorites. Especially since they've got the fake out when you get to the first boss room and then you just see a skeleton and you're like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Someone did my work for me.
Yeah.
Remind me to kill that person.
And we've got another £1 donation from Terrence L. Ah, yeah, this is happening. Love Fusion, one of my favorites. Random question. For someone who's new to fighting games, any recommendations? Well, I suppose Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers? Skullgirls? Let me see, what else?
I'm not much of a fighting
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay. Oh yeah, also, just so you guys know, we're less than £5 away from announcing the next donation, the next incentive.
Come on, guys, somebody snipe that.
Somebody sniped that.
Somebody sniped that. Come on, you guys can do that. You can do it. Just put your hands together.
Yeah, so come on, everybody believe. Give your donations to the Spirit Bomb so that Goku can stop Frieza. No.
Yeah. To nuke. Yeah. The dreaded incentive demon has taken hostage of our next incentive game.
Come on, everybody. Clap your hands if you believe. Clap your hands if you don't want the incentive game to die.
£5. That's how much you have to donate.
Do you even know what a pound is?
What? Of course I do. I don't think you do.
Oh yeah, did you see my logic as to how that actually works?
What do you mean?
Okay, so Namekian, the length of a minute is dependent, like the length of a day is dependent on the cycle of the Earth, right? Like how fast the Earth spins.
Yeah.
So the length of a minute is dependent on that. So since Namek is a different planet than Earth, and also, you know, like, because there are things where I believe it's like Venus has a longer day than a year. So obviously, Namekian minutes are just an awful lot longer than Earth minutes. So like one Namekian minute is like 4 episodes.
Yeah, but it's being split up into, you know, Earth. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of the right words here. You know, the Namekian time is being distributed via Earth time in episodes, so it's still just as long.
I know, but that doesn't mean Frieza was wrong. It just means that he was using a different scale.
Yeah, you're right, because minutes in Dragon Ball could be completely different from minutes in Earth.
Well, at least Frieza's minutes.
Yeah.
He's king of the he was king of the galaxy. He could do whatever the fuck he wants.
King.
Ooh, we've got another £2 donation from the Dillinator. Hey John and my co-host not Nathan, put this money to Sunshine. And when will SGB/BSC do Sonic Unleashed? Dude, you do not actually have to donate to Sunshine. Everything goes to that. As for BSC doing Sonic Unleashed, oh well, never. We're not going to do it. We decided to drop it
Never.
Because
you guys are wasting your time.
Because we hated how you had to keep on shaking the Wiimote so much in order to shake Sonic's sword. I mean, that's so stupid, right?
And then there was the porn.
Oh, man. So anyway, at this point, with that donation, we are less than £2 away. £1 and 29 pence, to be exact, from revealing the next incentive game. You can do it.
Oh, yeah. Sector 3 is a go-go.
Sector 3 is when the enemies start really dealing
Hurting?
with yeah.
Yeah. They go ouchie.
Now you're on your way to get the super missiles, right?
Yes.
Are those mandatory to get if you're speedrunning the game? Like,
Yes.
Can you skip those?
You have to get all the data items they give you.
Oh, there haven't been any skips to...
As far as I'm aware, no.
Oh, wow.
If chat wants to correct me on that, feel free. It's also weird that the data, the mandatory upgrades do not count towards your total item percentage. That's why 1% runs are possible.
Because you have to get that one,
The missile expansion in Sector 3.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to see it relatively soon.
Yeah, well, it's on the way. I think it's on the way to the data room, I think. It's definitely after you release the hatch, the green hatch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anyway,
Are you kidding me?
Nope, no new donations, or at the very least, the site isn't showing me any new donations.
Yeah. You guys have been doing a phenomenal job so far, though.
Yeah, if you're wondering why you donated and I'm not reading off your thing right away, the site is a little finicky. Apparently, it's more so for people on the US end as opposed to people on the UK end.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can take a few minutes for it to show up when I refresh the page. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that missile tank was there underneath the room there.
There are a few of those that you gotta keep an eye out for, and those are the ones I tend to forget I forget first when it's been a while since I 100% a fusion. It's like, oh, don't forget about the hidden floor. Fuck you.
Hold on a moment. Okay, never mind. For a moment, I thought the stream had frozen, but it was just me.
Okay.
Never mind. I just refreshed the page and everything ended up being fine. How are we doing?
I'm doing just fine. How about you?
I'm doing okay. You know, I felt really good this morning after I ate something.
Oh yeah.
Like really good. Like more energized than I'd been in a couple of days actually.
Yeah.
So. You know what it probably was? It was because I went to get pizza because there's a pizza place like literally 3 blocks away from where I live. I went and I walked and got it, and I think it was because I was outside. Like I've been
sunlight.
And it was a really nice day too, so I think that had something to do with it. Like
yeah, I got my AC off and I'm not sweating buckets.
You're not sweating buckets?
I'm not sweating buckets.
Oh, because it's not too hot.
It's not too hot. Yeah, my room. My windows face west, so when the sun sets, whew.
Oh, so like does the light get right into your eyes too?
Well, I have shades and blinders. It's just that that doesn't negate the heat.
Because when I was in college, when I was at my old college, the shades didn't go down all the way in my room because they were broken.
Yeah.
And my window also faced west, and the way that the desks were set up and the beds were set up, the desks were right in front of the window. So guess what happens when I'm trying to do my homework in the middle of the afternoon?
This is so stupid.
Yeah.
Remind me to fire the architect. You don't own this place, Ted. I will one day.
You'll see.
You'll all see.
Ooh, we've got donations aplenty.
Alrighty, go right ahead.
Okay then, so Altakey was the one who pushed us over 6,400 pounds.
Yay!
Thank you, dude. Oh, and a lot of people thought they sniped it, but they were wrong. Altakey, I got to say thanks for the many laughs during the Nintendothon. Not just you guys, but every runner. I recently got back from a funeral in tears, so this is really lifting my spirits. Much love. Also, feel free to call me Taki, because it's much easier to say. Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind. Kyren donated $5. Sniped. Actually, no. Vernon's choice. So
you shot a corpse. How do you feel?
So that £5 goes to the incentive, the adventure mode incentive. Terrence L with £2. Did I do it? Sadly, no. You did not do it. Shockstorm with £6. I was gonna continue my Days of Nintendothon song, but I don't have enough room in the message, and Twitch won't let me register for the chat. In other words, in other news, put this to a wada for Pokemon. Thank you, Shockstorm.
By the way, I can't see. I'm sorry to interrupt, Ted, but I know the Twitch chat is probably exploding right now. I know about the energy tank that was up there that I bypassed, but I'm heading back to this area soon anyway, so I'll get it then. Anyway, sorry, Ted, go ahead.
Suck it.
Yeah, see, blow me.
We've got 10 pounds from Green Biker Dude. Hey, little do the X-Hunters know, but I managed to live through my little case of explosions in X2. I am now enjoying a vacation in a resort in Hawaii. Don't ask why I'm getting your stream years in the future. I'm not too sure myself. Runner's choice. So that 10 pounds goes to the adventure mode incentive. And we've got 5 pounds from Mike JR II. You guys are the best for doing these charities. Can't wait for the rest of Paper Mario Run, Ted. Good luck on the rest of Fusion, John. Thank you very much. And from TTTTSD, hey, just want to contribute to the incentive games now. Hey, Johnny, maybe one of the incentive games could be Silver Surfer on the NES. At least the music's good.
Yeah. The music is great on that game, but oh no, I played that. Like,
so anyway, since our total now is 6,431 pounds and 21 pence, we get to announce what the next incentive
game.
Yeah, and that is Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland for the Game Boy Advance.
Ooh,
yeah.
That's the remake, right?
Yeah, it's the remake of Kirby's Adventure, which is awesome. So it is. Yeah, that's pretty great.
Who's running that?
Me.
You? Oh,
I'm doing it.
How appropriate.
It's a good Kirby game.
Yeah, it's a good
I
Kirby
like
game.
it.
Perhaps it was destiny that,
yeah.
The game was announced during this run.
I guess it would have been more appropriate during a Kirby game, but whatever. It's a GBA game, so that counts, right?
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I think we're like what 2 for 2 in that one. Well, no, we're like 0 and like 1 for 2 because the Donkey Kong incentive game was revealed during the Donkey Kong Country race.
Yeah.
And now Kirby has been revealed when Ted is co-comming.
Yeah. I think I was also there for when Pikmin 3 was announced too.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Anyway, I believe the next total that we have to reach in order to what's it called? Get a new incentive game is 7,700 pounds. So, yeah, you guys can do it. I've got faith in you.
And you guys will do it.
You will do it.
You will do it.
Otherwise, John will cry.
Yeah. Cry in my sleep.
We're in Sector 6 now. This is where we get the Various suit, right?
Various suit, and this is where we're introduced to the ice parasites.
The ice parasites are annoying assholes.
Yeah. They're not even dangerous. They're just assholes. You're a straight-up dick.
Well, you're so used to trying to go out of your way to run into them that and they do a lot of damage. Like
I think it's like 30 HP per hit.
30? I'm pretty sure it was like more than.
Well, maybe it was 30 or 60. One of those two.
I could have sworn that they took out. Well, maybe it just felt like they took out an entire energy tank. But yeah, you want.
Oh, yeah, it's 60. It's 60.
Okay. So that's 2/3 of an energy tank, which can stack up since there's usually like 4 of them in a room. So yeah, they hurt. You don't want to get hit by them. But yeah, so sectors. Oh yeah. Also, if you're playing this on a original Game Boy Advance, it's impossible to see anything. In this area.
This is the worst.
Like when you're playing it on anything backlit, you can see just fine. But when you're playing it on the original Game Boy Advance, you really can only see whatever's in that tiny ring there. So it's annoying. Yeah.
Okay.
Do they ever light up the area or no? I don't think they do.
No. It's specifically designed to be nocturnal.
Yeah, a nocturnal kind of area.
I know you're in on delay.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I know where you are. You're right about to see the SAX again.
Yeah, and I don't mean to scare you, but I'm about to scare you even further.
Are you gonna? Why would you go? You don't have to. You don't have to make the SAX notice you here. You can get by without. You can sneak by without it noticing. What are you doing, John? Are you just gonna try to dick with me?
And we're safe.
One funny thing though is that when the SAX does that power bomb, that does damage you.
Yeah.
So I can imagine that there's been at least one person playing this game who was at really low health and then just died to the power bomb there.
Oh, yeah, it does hurt.
I mean, it must have happened at least once, right?
Dude, I hate when these prompts come and slow down my fucking fusion.
What, when you save?
No, yeah, yesterday, during the Star Fox run, my Windows update kicked in.
Oh.
And it paused the emulator. Windows didn't like reset my computer, but it paused the emulator, and I hate it because it just ruins my immersion.
Oh man.
I'm getting into the zone, auto zone, but stop doing that, Windows.
Why aren't you playing this on the Wii U? Because I know you have that version.
Yeah, but it also has an audio delay, and that throws me off.
But you said it was only a split second with the
Split second, but with Fusion, I want to make sure everything is real time, baby. Real time.
Whatever. You're fighting like the giant orb thing.
Yeah, the
right?
giant Corex.
This is like one of the only instances where the boss doesn't have anything to do with your power. Although
Yeah, it's kind of
it's
a
not
weird
like you can
reaction
really-
to absorbing the various suit. It has nothing to do with heat
Yeah,
or
well,
absorbing heat.
it's kind of hard to, with the Various suit in particular, it's kind of hard to do that. So, it's also one of the easiest bosses in the game. Really. Like,
Yeah. Well, I guess if something, it's not, you can't hit missiles with it until it shrinks.
well, I suppose, but
That's something, right?
the charge beam works just fine.
Yeah, no, you can only hit it with the charge beam, I think, during the first form.
Well, oh, you mean until it becomes a normal Corex?
Yeah, then he gets a vulnerability to missiles.
Yeah, well, again, it's not like... this... Well, actually, I was going to say, I never really used missiles in Metroid anyway, but then I remembered that my caveat to that was except for boss fights.
Yeah.
So, maybe my first reaction would be to use missiles, but, the game is pretty good about letting you know when missiles aren't doing jack, so all you have to do is switch to the charge beam. There's not an awful lot of options to
Missiles
to
are
hit
pretty
it.
useful in this game, though.
Yeah. I never feel like I have enough though, but maybe that's just because I don't know where all the super hidden ones are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you go out of your way for a lot of them, then you'll be stockpiling them, and you'll be able to spam the fuck out of them.
Also, you do not replenish them very quickly. Is another thing, because I think if you get an X parasite to replenish missiles, you get like 2, or
Yeah, 2 per green parasite.
yeah. So I remember doing a lot of farming, a lot of missile farming.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Anywho, we've got a handful of new donations. Okay.
Awesome.
We've got £9 and 12 pence from Anonymous. Hey John, I'm glad you're doing this because many of my friends suffer with depression. Donation is Johnny's choice. Also, check out this awesome Metroid medal when you have the time, and there's a link in there. Okay. Thank you, dude. We've got £5 from Afoid. Hey, it's my 2 favorite BSC members in a stream. A message to John. I love your reviews. They've introduced me to many of my favorite games, such as Super Metroid. Stay awesome. Put this torture trainer away. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And we've got Louis Thrift. Hello, Saul. Some call him Ted. Followed you since stumbling across your Sonic OVA commentary. You 4 have great chemistry. I'd never followed a commentary channel before you. Put my donations towards Waka's ransom. I'm not really sure which side that's supposed to go towards, actually. Okay, whatever. Oh yeah, you've got the Various suit now. One thing that I think is really cool is that for a little while after you get the Various suit, the cold parasites will try to come towards you like they normally do.
Yeah.
And then eventually they realize that it's not hurting you, and then they stop. And I think that the game does try to push how intelligent the X parasites are.
Yeah.
So I think that does help.
Yeah, it's a nice little... It's a very subtle storytelling method.
Yeah. And again, that's why I think Fusion does the best job at telling a story in the Metroid series. Because because there's other M which has problems.
Which has a story.
Yeah, which has a story.
Yeah.
And then we've got Metroid 1, 2, and Super, which kind of doesn't have a story for the most part. So, yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question though. As someone who enjoys Fusion story, like when you get a story out of a Metroid game, what do you expect? What would you like to see?
Well, it doesn't have. Honestly, it doesn't have to be anything like epic or anything like. It doesn't have to be a major focus. Like, I also think that Prime 3 also has a decent story as well.
Yeah.
Because it's not too. It's not too.
Invasive.
It's not too invasive, but I think like really the only thing that I need is like 1 or 2 other characters other than Samus. Like, not many, but a few other characters other than Samus to get the majority of the development.
So did you like did you like enjoy Anthony in Other M?
He was the best character in the game,
Yeah.
and I'll leave it at that. But like in Prime 3, I really enjoyed the 3 hunters, the 3 other hunters. Like
Rundus,
they all like Rundus, Gore,
the other girl,
the other,
and the other guy.
Yeah, well, Rundus is cool. Like I think Rundus is cool, and the other 2 did get a decent amount of development. So I just think like again like they spread all 3 of those out over 3 of the different planets you explore.
Yeah.
I think like if they were gonna have a Metroid game, like give I think from a relatively simple setup plot and then focus more on developing another character, I think, alongside with Samus, and I think that would be good. Because like again, like I really like Adam in this game. I think Adam is a really good kind of counterpick to Samus, in that he does kind of have a set personality, even though he's technically a computer.
In this game specifically.
Yeah. Adam is a character in Other M.
Yeah.
And
he's
there. I know saying anything more than that will result in I'm just
other backlash.
I'm such a Metroid Other M apologist, guys. I think that's what I'd want story-wise. Like, a set like something as menacing as the X parasites, or I think as menacing as the Metroids are supposed to be, because I never really thought that they were that bad. Like, I mean, they're kind of creepy, but they're never really all that hard to fight. So, something as menacing as the X parasites, a character to develop, and that's really all you need from a Metroid story. I think it doesn't need to be too grand, or like I think just focusing it on background details like the Prime game does.
Yes.
Prime games do. I think that would be just enough for me. Because again, these aren't the kind of games people like. I mean, they have stories, but they're not. The story isn't the reason why people play Metroid.
No.
So you don't.
Well, at least I don't, anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, it's not the general reason why people generally play Metroid, I should say. So you don't have to do much more than that, I think. And no, we have no new donations. No, we do not. Anyway, I figure I should give you guys a rundown on how all of our different incentives are going at the moment. When it comes to the Paper Mario bid war, Save Waka is beating out Kill Waka by over 100 pounds. So if you want that fucker to die, you better donate. We've got a whole crap ton of Hyrule Warriors costumes, and if you want to see any specific costume in the game, you can donate towards it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But costumes with higher donation counts will take priority. So I'd say that's more important for characters that I'm only going to probably use like once or twice. Characters like, say, Link, who I'm probably going to have to use more, there's more of a chance that I'll show off the costume you want for that.
Yes.
The leader at the moment for the Pokemon Vietnamese trainer name should still be Iwata. Yes, it is. It's Iwata with 382 pounds. So that's going good. The trainer name, I think the runner-up at the moment is Bomb. And he's like over 160 pounds behind. So I think Iwata's got a pretty firm lead at the moment, but there's quite a few different minion names and starter names going. The leader for the starter name is actually TJ at the moment. So yeah,
King of the Pirates.
Yeah. Pinball Land has actually gone a fair bit of donations. That's at 185 out of 500 pounds. So if you want to see Donnie do his pinball thing, you can donate towards that. The Adventure Mode Showcase, I believe, is almost halfway there at 213 pounds out of 450. And Ganon's Fury is almost a tenth of the way there with 42 pounds out of 500. So You can donate towards any one of those when you donate. Oh, we do have actually a few new donations. We've got an £80 donation from Anonymous. Hey guys, you're doing amazing work. Put this towards whatever incentive Ted wants. Yes, I would like that. I would like that to go to Adventure Mode, please. And we've got a £10 donation from Greg the Uncle. Hey Johnny, I'm so proud of you and all the guys for spending so much time helping others.
Thanks,
Is your uncle actually named Greg?
I think that's the nickname he goes under, yeah. Thanks, Uncle, if you're watching this. If that really is you. I don't know, it could be some kind of a creepy stalker, a former name Uncle, but I got a feeling it's him. Thanks, Uncle. Really do appreciate that.
Yeah, so... Aw. Uncle Senpai noticed you.
Oh, the feels! They're gonna throw me off! I was so concentrated, too.
Aw, man. So yeah, Sector 5. Sector 5's the sector you go to the most often, is it?
You visited a lot of times, yeah.
Yeah, you visit it mandatory. It's a mandatory visit at least 3 different times. Oh, and there's Nightmare floating in the background. Love that guy.
I'm sure it's just an illusion.
I will say that if Elder M did do anything right, like I absolutely freaked the fuck out when I fought Nightmare in that game. Like I had the biggest fanboy boner you could ever imagine when I fought.
It was nice to find something familiar besides Ridley.
Yeah, and also like when you see that like there's like BSL people like taking his corpse.
Yeah,
I also felt like happy.
You like it's continuity.
Yeah,
you know, it's continuity nice. To a better game.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess it doesn't really make an awful lot of sense why he's there, but neither does Fantoon, so, you know, who gives a shit?
Well, Fantoon literally is like, what the fuck?
More or less,
this fucking
like,
theme.
That's also... Oh yeah, you're on your way to get the...
yeah. This theme is usually associated with Sector 5. I don't understand that entirely, but I love it so much. And they didn't put this in Brawl or Smash 4.
I think it's... Well, I think it might be because I believe they play this theme when you're going to go fight Nightmare. Like, on your way to Nightmare. So that's probably why. Does it have a specific name?
I don't know. I think it's just called Sector 5.
Oh, really? Like, I thought that the more low-key ice-soundy song would have been called Sector 5.
Yeah, I know. I know there's an official Metroid Fusion soundtrack, which was, I believe, paired with Metroid Prime. So if anyone wants to like look up the name for it, I appreciate it. I just love this theme. It's so fucking, you know, it's like a follow up to the theme of Samus from Super Metroid.
Oh wow. I can't remember the melody to the theme off the top of my head, but I'm sure I'd hear it if I had it play. But yeah, it's a shame that Fusion did not get an awful lot of representation in Brawl.
And I do like the Sector 1 remix.
It's fine. It's a little bit too I don't know. I guess it's just the Sector 1 theme isn't really the most memorable theme from Fusion to me.
Yeah.
So, but you know.
I think they remixed that one though because it's one of the first themes you hear, so I figured people would be more familiar with this one.
Yeah. Although they also remixed like 15 Final Boss themes.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, but anyway, yeah, Fusion does have a great soundtrack. I think it's probably one of the more atmospheric Metroid soundtracks. Like, in that essence, like a lot of the songs don't really have like a
melody.
Well, like they have a melody, but it's not a very pronounced melody.
Yeah.
So
I still think that Prime did that the best.
Prime did that. Yeah, I'd say if you're going for just pure atmosphere, Prime did it the best. But I think also Prime and Metroid Fusion came out on the same day, right?
Around the same time. I'm not sure same day.
I could have sworn it was same day, but...
You look it up if you want to.
Yeah, I can look it up, and I will. But one of the benefits that Prime had over over Metroid Fusion was that it didn't have to work with the GBA shitty-ass sound card. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, Metroid Fusion came out in North America on November 17th, 2002. And Metroid Prime came out November 17th, 2002. Same day.
Oh, okay.
It might have been different days, like, in different regions.
Just thinking about it, folks. Over 10 years ago, we got 2 Metroid games on the same day. How the times have changed.
Well, the GBA Game Boy the Game Boy Advance GameCube era was good to Metroid because you got like 5-6 games in the span of like 5-6 years.
Yes.
So I think I guess they just were like whipping the people at retro, like making them making them crank out stuff. But I think traditionally they've only been making. I think I don't know what they're doing with the franchise. I guess maybe they wanted more Japanese teams to handle it, but no, that doesn't really make much sense because Next Level Games is Canadian and they're working on Federation Force, so I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know. By the way, I hope that game ends up being amazing and you guys all just end up looking like jackasses.
Well, not me. I'm gonna play it anyway.
Oh, well, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about all of them. You've got the wide beam now. Yes,
love the wide beam.
It's
nifty.
I appreciate the extra range, but it's also the stupidest name to any beam other than
it's straight to the point. It's wide.
Yeah, I get it, but it's not the most badass beam name.
Yeah, I like the Spazer. In just terms of naming convention, I like that a little more.
Spazer isn't even a real word, though.
I know, but it's unique. I'm not wrong.
No, you're not. Anywho, we've got 2 new donations. Oh wow, £50 from Mega Quint. Hey guys, been watching since day one, and I can finally donate thanks to Payday going by. Johnny, good luck with the Mega Man X run on Monday. Put this towards adventure mode. By the way, I was the Mega Man in the BSE tournament. Looking forward to the next one. Winky face.
Mega Man.
£2 from Anonymous. Put this towards Unleashed. I know the final boss versus breakdancing Eggman can be a struggle, but I believe in you guys. Yeah. Anyway, that was a lot of that's a lot of money going straight to the adventure mode showcase. Hold on.
It like went from 0 to 100 in like sets.
Yeah, hold on. I'm not sure if they've updated, but I think it should be past 300 pounds at this point. Yeah, actually, our running total right now is 6,592 pounds, which is, just so you know, in American dollars, that's a fuck ton.
That's over 9,000.
What? 9,000?
I don't mean that just for the pun, but that it's also factual.
Man, like...
Well, it's not really a pun, it's just wordplay. I don't know what
the meme?
The meme, yeah. We had enough dank memes during the DK94 playthrough.
How much of that did you watch?
I caught the end of it because I woke up pretty late.
Oh, yeah. Well, the short version is MBM got pretty sick of Donnie's dank memes. Yeah. Are you going to save the animals now, John?
Yep. Which is mandatory.
Okay, so you guys can donate to kill the animals and just have John end his run right here.
No, just to know, there's no kill the animals, just look at the animals.
Oh, so Samus goes to the zoo, confirmed?
Yes. The zoo incentive.
Yeah, okay, so if you guys donate negative 3,000 pounds, John will just stop the game right here and kill the animals.
How do you donate negative 3,000? Must be in Bizarro World.
No, in the Bizarro world, people in the Bizarro world, just a charity drive is people just run up to charities and just take their money away.
It's stupid. You won't be needing this. Oh, you're right, because this is the reverse world.
I never understood. Well, no, I understand Bizarro, but okay, never mind.
I get it, but I don't.
Speaking of superheroes, John, you gonna go see that Fantastic Four movie?
Dude, like, level with me. I hear it's terrible.
I hear it's... have you seen what Doctor Doom looks like?
No, I have not. I'm not a Fantastic Four fan, so...
Well, no. Okay. You know what Doctor Doom's supposed to look like, right?
Yes, at the very least.
Okay, I gotta show you what Doctor Doom is.
Remind me after this, I run it, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty fucking dumb, dude.
It's like, I'm hearing it's, like, one of the worst.
No, actually, a funny picture I saw on Twitter was a picture of Chris Evans as Captain America, like in all these different laughing faces.
Yeah.
And the caption was, "That feel when you're no longer in the worst Fantastic Four."
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna go see it because I hear it's terrible, but yeah, like, yeah. John, what's with all this animal saving I'm seeing on the stream?
Well, Ted, it's a good thing you asked. You see, in order to progress with plot, you need to rescue the Itakuns and Dakutroas. So
You know their names?
Well, Samus says I'm not right.
Uh,
I don't, but Samus does.
Did they even have names before this?
As far as I'm aware, no. Maybe some sort of supplementary material.
Like, they only ever had one manga for Metroid, right?
I think so. Maybe? I want to say 2?
I can't remember if it was one manga and like a Nintendo Power comic or just a manga.
Or no, a manga and a Nintendo Power comic is probably the right answer.
Cause I can't remember which one started the whole Samus's parents were killed by Ridley thing.
I want to say that was the manga.
Okay, I'm wondering if that was like in a instruction book first though.
Was a fun fact?
Like, I don't know. Like,
fun fact: Ridley killed Samus's parents. Fun fact.
Well, you know, it might have been something like the the toads were turned into blocks from the original Super Mario Brothers, where it's just something they threw in there because the guy writing the instruction book had like 30 pages to fill, and they needed to come up
shit!
With
Who would fill up 5 pages just with Ridley alone?
Oh yeah.
He's too fucking big.
You know, I wrote. Okay, so how likely do you think a Ridley Mii costume is?
Very likely, if King K. Rool is anything to go by.
Yeah, that. What type would he be?
Let me see. Gunner wouldn't make it. No, Gunner would make sense. He does have fireballs. No, you know, I'm just gonna say either Brawler or Gunner, because Sword Fighter doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so. And how pissed do you think the fan base would be if that were the case?
Well, if King K. Rool is anything to go by.
Well, Ridley's already technically in the game, so you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel it though for K. Rool fans.
Yeah. So anyway, hold on a moment. I'm just skimming through the new. I'm just skimming through the. Oh.
What's up?
Oh, Mia posted a fake incentive in our chat with Metroid Fusion kill the animals, and the goal was negative 3,000. Mia, you're awesome. Wait, hold on. Was that added to the official incentive list? No, it was not. But we do actually have an updated Adventure Boat Showcase. That's actually now with all those new donations. That is at 343 pounds out of 450. So
amazing.
That made quite a jump. So
yes, it did.
That is very possible to be funded now, especially considering that I'm not doing Hyrule Warriors until Tuesday. So that's what, like a good 4 days from now. So I'm sure that can get funded in time for that. And you know, for the record, I'm doing the cutoff point. I think for that is the end. The end of the Hyrule Warriors run, which is going to be plenty long anyway. Oh wait, hold on a minute. You just on my stream, you just did the power bomb to go to below Sector 5. That means that you're about to run into the SAX. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Get it away. Get it away. Oh jeez.
It's not possible to get through this area. No, wait, it is possible to get through this area without notifying the SAX. It's just whenever you hear those footsteps, I always get really nervous.
Yeah.
I think, you know, actually, you know what? What I'm thinking of is when I would play this game as a kid, I always did a power bomb in order to reveal. I didn't know how to get past, so I always did a power bomb, even though they were normal bomb blocks.
Yeah.
So that'll notify the SAX.
Yeah, you inadvertently revealed yourself. That's how I did it too, first time.
Yeah, but you hear those footsteps and you immediately get an awful lot more tense.
Yeah, and hey, you know, kudos to them because that's exactly what they were going for, and it worked.
John, is it possible to kill the SAX before the boss fight?
No.
Does it have like infinite health?
I think infinite health, or you just can't shoot it.
Like it won't take damage.
It won't take damage. Yeah.
Oh. Do you need the? I think you need the plasma beam, man.
Yeah. The game. through the story, tells you that you need at least a piercing weapon. And you get the plasma beam, but you don't encounter the SAX again after that.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh yeah, you don't, because you get
Not until the end
plasma
game.
beam. You get the plasma beam pretty. You don't. Yeah, you don't encounter the SAX again until the whole Metroid sequence. And in that instance, you're not fighting that thing. So.
No, and you already have like the wave beam too. So Sutton tells me the SAX, and just in terms of programming, is only vulnerable to the wave beam with the plasma beam.
Either that, or they technically have two different programs for the SAX, like a boss fight SAX and a standard SAX.
Yes.
And it just uses the same model.
I hate this power bomb.
Oh! I know exactly what power bomb you're talking about, and yep, it's annoying. I usually what I do is I do a power bomb in the room, because that shows exactly where all the pass-through blocks are.
Yeah, the last one requires a pretty tight jump.
Yeah. Actually, John, I kind of had an idea, and I was wondering what you thought of it. Like, what would you think if they programmed, like, if they did... Actually, you know what? Never mind. Because I was going to ask, what would you think if they had made it so that the SAX was just randomly wandering around, and, like, you had a chance to run into it randomly? But then I realized that's kind of what they did with the Hunters and Prime Hunters, and that ended up being pretty annoying. So, I don't think it would have been. I think...
It would be a scary gameplay element.
Yeah, like
if they really wanted to push the fear element of fusion, and they do already, to its credit.
But then I think like randomly running into it would kind of not necessarily completely, but I think it would somewhat take away the intensity of the mandatory scripted moments.
Yeah.
Because those need to happen as well. Because then otherwise, there would be a slight, if it was completely random, there's a slight chance that you would never run into the SAX the entire playthrough, which would kind of defeat the point. John, is it possible to uncurl from the more fall and then grab onto that ledge?
You can, but it's a little delayed.
Okay.
It is definitely possible, but it's just a little delayed.
Have you ever fallen into the last pit of blocks and had to do the entire thing?
Yes.
all over again?
Yes. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And that's not the worst. No, that is one of the worst rooms in the game. So we're past it now.
Or that is.
That's one of the worst. Yeah, it's one of the worst rooms in the game for when you're collecting everything. It's just ugh. I hate fake blocks.
Oh yeah, they are pretty annoying. So anyway, we have actually got a few new donations. We've got £5 from Xena Horto. Lord of Darkness again. This will be my last donation, more likely for a week due to car issues. Johnny, do you have any plans to review Dragon Ball Xenoverse in the near future?
Not at the current moment.
The Adventure Mode Showcase.
Yeah, not in the current moment, unfortunately.
Didn't they turn off the Xenoverse servers?
Did they?
Already? I saw.
I heard the servers are slowing down because interest is already starting to whittle out, but I didn't hear about the server shutting down completely. No, that'd be really stupid.
I'd have to look into that.
Yeah, look into that if you get the chance, because that'd be really dumb. I doubt it's true, but that'd be really dumb.
We've got a £1 donation from Anonymous, who linked us to Breakdancing Eggman for some reason. Okay, then. We've got TTTTSD with £2, donating for more charity goodness, but also to elaborate on Fantastic Four. It has a lower score than Pixels and even Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Johnny, I wouldn't worry. So, yeah. And then we've got a £6 donation from Srirachi Jirachi. What does Bentley think of the X-Parasites? Also, split my donation between naming Minion 1 Bomb and Minion 2 Mighty. M-I-G-T-Y. So Mighty and Bomb can have more adventures together.
Well, I appreciate your donation. I kind of gave it a southern accent there for a split second. I don't think Bentley's from the south. Oh, the X-Parasites are quite an intriguing species. I'm still trying to study their properties, but Murray keeps putting it in a damn blender. Murray, you're not supposed to eat that!
What? Okay, whatever. Did you do this voice like all throughout your
Sly Cooper?
Sly Cooper, yeah.
Oh, only sporadically, not the entire commentary, because my voice would get really dried out.
Do you have to like?
It puts a small number on my voice, not as grating as Toad, but
no. Like, were you there for Pikmin where Derek and Nathan tried to do Toad and they literally could not do it?
I, I really don't think Toad's that hard to do, to be perfectly honest.
He couldn't. Derek, it was. I was cracking up because Derek just absolutely.
Yeah, Derek couldn't really do it.
He could not figure out how to do it, and it was. I just found it hilarious.
You see, my Toad really sounds like it smoked a pack of Marlboros. It's kind of sad. But after a while, it does hurt the ears and the throat.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, when we were getting ready to do, for PAX East 2014, when I was driving, because I didn't want to do this at home, I would practice the Toad voice to make sure that I could do it, because I knew we were going to end up doing it for Mario 3D World. So
yeah.
I devoted time to practice to make sure my throat wouldn't die out by the end of the night. So, yeah, fun facts with Brain Scratch.
Which Ted?
Yeah, with Brain Scratch Ted. Sure. Whatever. Oh, you're doing the thing where you have to turn the power back on.
Yeah, the auxiliary power.
Would you say that we're past the halfway point then?
If we're just playing the story, yeah.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of what's it called?
Item hunting.
Item hunting, yeah. Well, like,
it's not gonna be that bad though. If I could just get that out there, you know, if I follow my pathway correctly. Oh no. Didn't want to do that.
Yeah, because like after this, you got to go back to Sector 5 to get Nightmare. Then you got to go to Sector 6 to do the robot.
Yeah.
And then it's a straight shot to the ending from there.
Yeah, but I don't want to go straight out to the ending because the ending is the last thing I want to do, which requires me to get a little fancy with the Shine Spark for one power bomb. I'll show what I mean though when we get there.
Is that like a sequence break?
It's not a sequence break. It's just getting the power bomb expansion in a completely different fashion that they wanted you to. So that may take a few tries. You'll see what I mean when we get there.
Okay, so what do they expect you to get it with then? Do they?
1 second. Let me...
What are you doing?
I was fighting you. I'm starting to fight with Yakuza.
Oh, okay. I'm only seeing this boss fight's a pain in the ass. But yeah, because is it like one of those instances where they want you to go back to the sector like after you get the space jump? Is it?
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah. No wait, you're getting the space jump right after this.
Yes.
The screw attack then that they want.
The screw attack after Ridley, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And a lot of games they just give you the space jump and the screw attack at the same time. Because that's how they do it in... Oh, wow, you got him into his second form really quick.
Yeah.
Did you just mash the missile button?
When you get to the bottom of the room, Yakuza's sprite technically loads on the top. And when he's shooting off his first fireballs, his mouth is technically open. So you can jump up and shoot him with missiles to get a preemptive.
Oh, okay. Because to me, it just looked like you shot him like in one round and killed him that way.
Yeah, it's a little trick for you for those never played Fusion before.
Also, if you're not as good as John is at the game, you can shoot the X-Parasite with the beam, and more X-Parasites will... The Core X with the beam, I should say. And more small X-Parasites will spawn from it.
Yeah.
So if you're, like, out of missiles, that's how you can get more.
Yeah, it's a safety mechanism in case you run out of missiles. Otherwise, it's impossible to beat it.
I believe a charge shot has the same power as a missile, but
slightly stronger, I think.
Slightly stronger? Okay.
Yeah.
But I believe only missiles can hurt the Core X. So.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so the auxiliary power lets navigation rooms, save rooms, and healing rooms work again.
Yes, and this part's a little dangerous, so.
Okay.
I'm gonna save.
Oh yeah, because you got to go back into Sector 2. And
yeah, we're heading back to Sector 2, and now we got the insects. Their stingers hurt. Like, they take like 2 tanks, I think.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that I think is really cool, is that you see the caterpillar things in the first run of Sector 2, and then they go into their cocoon, and by the time you get back to them, they're out. I think, that's another small thing that's really neat. But yeah, Sector 2 is, like, going back to Sector 2 is one of the most obnoxious parts of the game, honestly. And you're just really lucky that all of the scientists left the doors open.
Yeah.
How do people get around in this place? Like, I mean, I understand, like Zebes just being a bunch of caves, because it's just some random planet in the middle of nowhere. But, like, This is a space station. People are supposed to work here. Like, I think I brought this up in our brain scratch commentary, but do the employees shoot open all the different doors in order to get through?
Yeah, they have a little taser, little pocket taser.
Okay, so that's actually a spot where you can see the SAS being really stupid. It is when you're in that little chasm that you make with the missiles.
Yeah.
The SAX will just jump back and forth over it with the screw attack.
Yeah, it does not. Narrow corridors are the SAX's worst enemy.
No shit.
No shit, she disappeared yet again. Damn it.
Why can't I get down there?
Oh no, I want to head down because there are green doors up there and they're deactivated right now. I want to head up here. Oh, fuck you.
Because you technically have the ability to open green doors, right?
I do, but the power's out.
Yeah. We've got two more donations. We've got £1 from Afoid. Hey Johnny, have you tried the Terraria 1.3 update? The game is much greater than it was before.
Oh, I hear. No, I have not had time yet. Mostly because of this Nintendothon.
Do you know what they added to 1.3?
I don't know all the details yet, but I'm just hearing the Terraria just became a much better game because of it. New items, new things to do.
Well, it was already a great game.
Yeah. But now it's even better.
I think when I first played the game, it was like around the first, like it was either before the first update or right around the time they did the first big update. And I put 40 hours into the game even back then. So like, if the game's even better than it was two updates later, then I'm stoked. Yeah. I need to get back into it because that game is amazing.
Yeah, we need to plan a day. I know we've been teasing this for like so many weeks now.
Yeah, we need to have free time now. So.
Yes, definitely.
And then we've got another £2 donation from DBircho1. Last time donation I'm going to make for the time being. Feel free to put this towards the Adventure Showcase in Hyrule Warriors. Thank you very much, dude. It's all appreciated. Oh, you're about to get you just beat Venusaur, and now you're getting the Plasma Beam.
Hell yeah.
Love that shit.
Let me see. Which is the right way to go? Okay, this is...
Why didn't you shoot all of the little birds? They're really easy with the plasma beam. And
Shut up, Ted.
You get a lot of monies.
I want my own little insect zoo. See, Ted.
Oh, my music turned off. I need to turn that back on.
Oh, yeah, what are you listening to in the back?
Cradesler.
Okay.
I always, whenever I'm co-comming anything, I always try to listen to, or like doing anything with anybody, I always try to listen to music that's related. So I have Metroid music playing right now. I had the theme, the Metroid, the Brawl remix of the Metroid Prime title theme.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah. Although the version that they had on BRSTMs did not have the "In the Reaches of Space" thing.
In the reaches of space, below the surface of planet Zebes, Samus Aran defeated the space pirates. She destroyed their operation, wiped out the parasites called Metroids, and defeated Mother Brain. But the pirates were far from finished.
Nerd.
I love that theme.
It's great. I believe it's like a mix of It's technically a mix of the credits and the title theme, but the title theme and the credits theme.
The title theme and the screen the save selection.
But those are basically the same theme anyway. But so well, or at the very if
the title theme was a separate track.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they were very similar.
Yes.
Because if I remember correctly, when you loaded up Metroid Prime, they would change seamlessly.
Yeah, the title theme would when the title theme would play first, and then after you press start, it would fade out, and then the title theme would appear as soon as the your save screens appeared.
Okay. I haven't played Metroid Prime 1 in forever.
I am due back for a revisit.
I haven't played any of Prime games.
Yeah, it would be this Nintendothon, but I didn't choose Metroid Prime. That was it Memph? I believe Memph and his crew are playing Metroid Prime for this Nintendothon.
I can check the thing. Actually, Sunday, Memph and his crew, that's just what's listed, are playing the Nintendothon.
All right.
And then John's playing Super Castlevania 4. So you gotta play one game you really like.
Well, I love Fusion.
Oh, I mean, yeah, and you also
I get to play another game I like.
I mean, you also like. Well, I mean, you did like Zero Mission, but
Yes.
I'm not sure if you still like it after that.
No, I love Zero Mission. What happened earlier was just.
When you're playing Zero Mission, do you skip everything, or do you only?
I normally just go from A to B.
From A to B, you skip most of the
Items. Yes.
missile upgrade. Like, so how many missiles and energy tanks do you end the game with normally?
I couldn't give you a number.
But
That's
not
how
a
often
lot.
I don't. Yeah, not a lot. That's the point.
Doesn't that make the stealth section with Zero Suit really hard? Because every enemy does a whole energy tank of damage.
But if you know how to play well, then you should know how to avoid them.
Yeah, but John, you see, I'm not quite sure you know how to play well, considering that run.
I do. I just had a lot of mind farts.
Yeah. Well, you were also trying to, like, sequence break and shit.
I was trying to get the Various suit early, and that just ended up being embarrassing. But you know what? I'm being too hard on myself because I loved Gareth this company during that playthrough, and the chat was being really nice. So.
Aw. Like, the one time that happens. Wow, you lucked out. You know, I mess up, and then suddenly I'm turned into Hitler. But oh, it's okay, John.
That Pikmin playthrough was hilarious, though.
Dude, I think I've said this
Actually, I'm gonna head up here later.
before, but I went back and I looked at our BSC commentary. I lost 150 Pikmin in that playthrough.
Okay.
And I lost 450 in the Nintendothon playthrough.
Holy shit.
It was, and you know, I normally don't, and if I remember correctly, I didn't do a practice run for Pikmin 1 when I did it for BSC, so that was going mostly raw. So I'm gonna sound like I'm making excuses, but I think it's the Wii version. The Wii version I guess it's more just having the more free-flowing control. I get way more lax with that. So
Yeah, I get what you
make
mean.
more mistakes. Also, that version's glitchy, but you know, whatever.
Why the Wii version, if you don't mind me asking?
Because fuck trying to use my dazzle for this shit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to use it when we get to.
You gotta get a video converter.
How do I do that?
I'll point in a direction of one.
Okay. All right. Later.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to use my dazzle, and it was HD anyway. So, well, I mean, not technically HD, but I could stream it with my
Components.
Hog when
Yeah.
I played it on the Wii U.
Yeah.
So, and also, I wanted to try it out as well because I love the pointer controls for Pikmin 3. So I wanted to see how well they worked with Pikmin 1. And you know, the game still does control pretty good, and it makes the Smoky Frog fight a hell of a lot easier because you can run away and throw Pikmin at the same time.
I enjoyed the Wii controls of Pikmin 3.
Oh yeah, the game control's great. It's I don't mind the GameCube control, but like the Wii control's just so smooth in Pikmin 3. Oh yeah, you're going to fight Nightmare now, right?
Yep. En route to Nightmare.
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. If I remember the sequence of the game, you go to fight Nightmare, and then to get out, you have to go take a detour to Sector 4, right?
Yeah,
and then
that sounds about right.
And then that's where the Shine Spark secret is. You can do it, John?
No. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm saving you the pain right now. I ain't doing that shit. It
is pretty funny though.
It's funny. It's just it requires such precise shine sparking that it's like holy shit. Okay, that's a recharge room.
Like you have to keep the Shine Spark going for like 3 screens, right?
It's something of the sort. I want to say a little more.
Oh wow.
But yeah, it requires you to have a lot of finesse with your hands, and these hands aren't what they used to be, unfortunately. Oh
Have
no.
you done it before?
One time.
One time.
One
Just
time.
to say you did?
Yes, just say I did.
When did you try it? Because I think it was
Years ago. Years ago.
Years ago?
Yeah.
Okay,
I found out about it on the internet, and they said you do this, so you get this little Easter egg, and I was like, oh, okay, I can do it. Then like 5 months later, I ended up doing it.
Wow, it took that long.
I wasn't playing Fusion at that time. You know, I was playing. I think I was playing Paper Mario 1000 Year Door actually, and a few other RPGs.
Okay, but then when you decide to play Fusion again, you're like, oh, that's secret. I'm gonna try it. And then 6 hours later, you did it.
Oh, Nightmare, I love you, but you cause so much lag.
I think that's supposed to be the point, like it's time manipulation or gravity manipulation or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smile for me, Nightmare.
Also, yeah, I think, for what it's worth, I think Fusion has the creepiest enemies in Metroid.
Yeah, they're pretty up there.
Like, especially like Nightmare with like its droopy fucking, oh god, that face, and
Yeah. It's a nightmare.
John, you're learning.
Gotta work on my noises though.
Yeah, you have to get like really.
Sounds like a toad orgasming. Yeah.
No,
I don't think it's like. No, that sounds like a velociraptor getting choked.
Wow, I didn't know Star-Lord got that harsh with them. I never did get to see Jurassic World.
Neither did I. I heard good things.
Yeah, but I never got the opportunity to because and by the time I remembered about it, it was already out of theaters. So
yeah.
But now I've got such great movies I can go see, like Pixels and fuck it, I'm just gonna go see Ant-Man again.
Yeah, just go see Ant-Man twice.
Ant-Man is a genuinely good movie, but I think it also lucked out by having every other piece of competition be awful. So
I still think people would have seen the good in it, though.
Oh no, like, I mean, I'm sure that people would have said it was a good movie had it like nothing been changed.
Yeah.
But in an alternate universe where the rest of the movies coming out this summer weren't awful, it wouldn't have done nearly as well at the box office. I think is the thing, because I believe when the week Pixels came out, it was Ant-Man was still #1.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, so I'm sure that in the alternate universe where either A, Pixels was a good movie, or more likely B, people just went to see Pixels, Ant-Man would have probably fallen a lot behind. So yeah, oh well, it's a shame. And there's really nothing else coming out until Star Wars, right?
It's off top of my head, sounds about right, yeah. What do you gotta do?
And play more video games.
Damn right.
Yeah,
and raise money for charity. The Nintendothon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, and we haven't had any new donations. If you would like to donate to Mind Charities, which helps people with various mental health issues, you can click that big fancy donate button underneath the Twitch stream. It should be there if you're watching on the microsite, or if you're watching on the standard Twitch page. You can donate, and you can donate to just raise money for a good cause and put that warm fuzzy feeling in your heart. Or you can also give money to specific incentives. Like, for example, you can participate in some of the bid wars we have going, like to decide what the trainer and starter names are in Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal, or to save or kill Waka, the adorable little blue thing from Paper Mario, or to wear specific costumes in Hyrule Warriors.
Also, I want to take this special time to make a shout out to everybody that's made fan art for the Nintendothon.
Oh yeah, especially.
You guys have been doing a phenomenal job, and you're making like quick turnabouts too. There's one specific user on Twitter. I forgot his name. Damn it.
Hold on. I can.
You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I can. I favorited a handful of. I can't remember the name off the top of my head either, but I favorited several of his pictures, so I can check in like literally less than 30 seconds if I just. Oh no, that's the followers button. Hold on. Let me just. God, Twitter's being shit lately. Okay, there we go. Okay, the guy's name is Hero Art 1110. He's been doing a picture for every single game of the Nintendothon, which is awesome. And we've also gotten a couple of other drawings as well. Like someone named Leanne the Rose drew a picture of a cute little Pikmin ghost saying he doesn't blame me. So thank you for that. That warmed my heart and also made me cry. And Jonathan Reinhardt, who's been donating quite a bit throughout the stream, also drew a picture of a muscular Waka and Goombario and Mario running away with the hashtag support Waka. I regret nothing. There was also another really good picture for the Paper Mario part we did as well, where you were a Goomba, John. Where you were Goombario, actually.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I might have retweeted that without favoriting it. Hold on a moment. I need to scroll down and check. Yeah, that was done by username Merciless without the E. second E on Twitter, and that was pretty good. That was really good too. So again, thank you to everybody who goes out of your way to draw stuff, because if you don't have an awful lot of money to spare, that's fine. You can do
Yeah, if anything,
you can,
artwork helps spread the word even further, you know?
yeah, you can draw a picture. You can even just like retweet stuff or make a tweet or point people in the direction of the charity or of the stream, because that really does help, because you might not think it might do much, but you have to remember that people don't donate if they don't know the thing exists.
Exactly.
So anything does help. You don't need to feel powerless if you can't afford to give right now, because obviously your own needs do have to come first. Like if you've got student bills or whatever, you should focus on that first. But if you do have something to give, we genuinely appreciate it. From the John, what the hell's a coggle? Because I want to say from the coggles of my heart, but I don't know what the hell a coggle is. And Ryan won't tell me. So
Oh, thank God, first try.
First try on what?
A shine spark that I don't like.
Oh, okay. Was it to get a
missile tank?
Oh, okay. And do you have to shine spark, or
you have to? There are two ways, I believe. I'll go into that in a second here.
Was that the specific thing you were talking about?
One of the things.
Oh, was it to break open the
fleshy wall?
Yeah. Okay. I think if you don't shine spark it, you have to screw attack it. Actually.
Yeah, if you want to wait longer.
And that also requires what's it called? That also requires backtracking back to the depths of Sector 4.
Yeah,
afterwards.
which I don't want to do.
If you do right, do you ever have to go back to Sector 4 after this section?
Sector 4 is the visit. Yeah, this should be the final visit of Sector 4.
Yeah, because if you're not doing stuff like that, you do have to go back to a handful of different areas again.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Hold on a moment. I'm gonna check to see if people have donated in the meantime. Oh yeah, we did. We did get a donation. £1 from Anonymous. Hey guys, Ant-Man was the only good movie. Dragon Ball Erection of F was really good. Did you guys see it?
I did. No, I have not seen Resurrection of F now.
I am just not a big Dragon Ball guy, so I just haven't had the chance. And I don't know if even the theater near me is playing the movie, so, because it is only a limited release, so not everybody's going to get the chance to go see it as well. I guess I was just talking about big summer blockbusters, I suppose. Although I've heard people do generally like Resurrection of F, and apparently it did more in its opening weekend than Battle of Gods did in its entire run, so I guess people really liked them freezes. Freeze. Is that actually in the show at any point, or did they just make that up for the
I think they just made it up. But no. It was what was it? Wow, what do I want to say? I don't recall. I want to say, what is that room over there? Did I miss something over there? Well, I'm gonna find out momentarily anyway. So.
Oh, you're not doing like a replay so that you can have all of
I can see the items now. In hindsight, I should have done that.
Well, I mean, you did have 2 completed save files, so you could have done that. Oh yeah, John, I know that there was a bonus for Metroid Prime where if you scanned the game in, you got the Metroid Fusion suit in the game. Was there anything similar Metroid Fusion that you got if you did that?
If you connected Prime to Fusion, did you get anything? I want to say you unlocked the original Metroid? I'm probably getting Zero Mission confused.
Well, but you get the original Metroid and Zero Mission just for beating the game.
Yeah.
And I remember actually trying it and thinking it was awful, because the original Metroid just has not aged very well.
No.
Like, at all. Like, I can name very few things. You know what? Like, okay, you know what? This is gonna mean a lot because I know how much I know you know how much I dislike this game. I honestly think I'd rather go back to the original Zelda than the original Metroid.
Really?
Yeah, really. And maybe that's just because I did force my way through that all the way through once.
Yeah.
But like I'm just thinking like in terms of like actually playing the game even as a kid, like with no guide, like at the very least you could save your game in Metroid in Zelda 1. Like you'd have to write down passwords in Metroid.
Yeah.
And well, at the very least, if you're playing the American version of the game, because I believe the Japanese version had save on the Famicom had saves as well.
Yes, it did.
And just like the game does not control very well, and like although I have my nitpicks with Zelda 1's control, it's at least you do get used to it eventually.
Yeah.
But I guess you know.
Well, I would also argue the same for Metroid as well, but it depends on whether or not you can get accustomed to side-scrolling controls or top-down.
I think it's just harder for me for side-scrolling because I've played so many other side-scrolling games that controlled way better.
Yes,
like
I agree.
In every genre. So yeah, that's mostly like. And then again, like you've also got Zero Mission, so you really it's not like they've got a good version of the game now anyway.
Yeah,
so
unless you want to like see where the series began, like truly, then you're better off just playing Zero Mission for your first Metroid experience.
Oh, you'd say it's the best game to play first?
Zero Mission's one of them, and Fusion.
Yeah, well, Zero Mission is also pretty easy. So,
Yeah.
Like I think really the only hard part of the game is the stealth section at the end. Like that's the only part.
Yeah, especially if you haven't been going out of your way for energy tanks.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, the rest of the game is pretty comfortable. I think probably even for a newbie, I'd say. Anywho, oh, we've got another donation. Oh, we've got two new donations actually. £1 from Terrence L. Jurassic World was fun. I like dinosaurs and saving Waka. So, I guess that £1 goes to the saving Waka.
Yep, I think it's pretty obvious.
Also, we've got a £1 donation from Altaki. I think he wanted to just be called Taki. Johnny, I forgot to mention that I was responsible for the raid from Tom Fox last week. I told him to raid HFC and told the chat members to donate if they can. Also got Proton John and Chugga Conway to retweet me and spread the word as well. Just to let you know.
Thank you very much.
Like, that's the kind of stuff that,
yes.
that you all can do. Like, even if you've got not a cent in your pocket, and if that's the case, I don't know how you got internet, but whatever. But even if you don't have a cent in your pocket, you can retweet or get people with a large install base to say things, and you know you can do more than you think. And if we all use the power of teamwork, we can get this Nintendothon donated to £1 million and raise all the money for all the people.
Oh shit!
Are you fighting the rogue robot?
Yeah, I missed the timing a bit.
No.
He's doing really good though.
You know, I kind of like. I liked that the robot was like the only non-X thing that you fought in the entire game. But like, I don't know why they.
And then they make him an X guy.
Yeah.
Well, because I think he said like the X parasite infested the organic components. Because
the X make this thing.
Yeah, this thing has a brain.
Like I would have. Well, I guess you know it is. I think they might have intended to fight the thing like a handful of times.
Yeah.
Because I think it would have been cool if it like just was being really annoying and you just had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But you know. You're doing the super. Oh, what are they? The diffusion missiles, I think, are what they called when you charge up the ice missiles.
Yeah.
Those are really cool. I was actually really happy in Metroid Prime 3 when they brought back ice missiles because you know I'm a Fusion fanboy and I think they're really cool.
There was a missile expansion to the right of where you fight the security box. I'm heading back towards that area soon with the screw attack, so I'll get them then.
Oh wait, you're going back to Sector 6 with the screw attack?
Yeah, you have to.
I thought that. Oh no, I thought that after you.
There's a power bomb blocked by screw attack blocks.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have to if you're 100%ing the game.
Yes.
Okay. If you're playing the game, okay, I was confused because you're in the restricted zone right now.
Yeah.
When you're playing the game normally, you do not ever go. You have no reason to go back to Sector 6 after this. It's Sector 1, then the end of the game.
Yes.
So John's actually, you know what? You're actually doing a pretty good run. It's less than 2 hours, and you're at the tail end of the game. So, you know.
Yeah. If I was playing Fusion normally, I would say we're wrapping it up in about what 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, you probably would be done already if you were playing Fusion.
Normally, yeah.
Yeah. Also, this is like the only time where they ever acknowledge that Metroid 2 is a thing.
Yeah, Planet SR388.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. Oh, I forgot to put Skype on Do Not Disturb. You're probably hearing Skype notifications. I'm sorry about that, folks.
Yeah, it's probably, you know what, it's probably because they're both handheld Metroid games and they wanted to do more with it.
Hold on,
Like
pause
they
it.
wanted to
Put
have
myself back on Do Not Disturb. There you go. You guys
they
should
wanted
be
to
able to get that.
they wanted to have it be like they wanted to call back to the other handheld game, I guess is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And look at that, we got rid of all the Metroids except for the other Metroids that escaped that area.
What are you talking about? No, you're stupid. You stupid. Stop talking.
Oh yeah, I love the line there. You shouldn't have done that, Samus.
I thought your name was Adam, not Ben. You can be whatever you want it to be, baby. And now it's Cortana.
Yeah.
Did you upgrade to Windows 10 today, Samus? Leave me alone.
Yeah, okay, you know what? Maybe this is just me because, again, Samus, because this is the first Metroid game I played, so my experience is skewed. But I never understood, like, people saying that Samus is a silent protagonist when she talks, like, just straight up talks in this game.
Yes.
And I mean, she's. I always kind of got the feeling that she was quiet, but not, like, Link silent.
Stoic.
Like, yeah, stoic, not incapable of speech.
Yeah. Is she talking Super Metroid, too? Not as much as here, but...
Well, she had the inner monologue as well. It's just there's never any need to talk to anybody because there's no other characters.
Yeah.
For the most part. So yeah, so like he doesn't ever really give you a mission. Adam doesn't actually give you a mission in this part of the game. He just says, "Now leave."
Now get out of here.
Like that.
Sweep it on the rug.
When I first saw that line of dialogue, I freaked the hell out because it's just like there's like 12 SAXs in the building, and I'm like, shit.
Holy shit! What did I do?
Yeah, so I assume that like because there was one there, and there was like assuming there's 12, there was the one that blew up there, and then there's the one you kill later in the game. So I suppose that means that the other 10 died when the base exploded. I guess maybe.
We're gonna have to assume so. Yeah.
Unless some of them survived, I guess.
That would probably be a sequel hook, yeah.
Well, there was already a sequel hook at the end of the game where Samus is a rebel from the Galactic Federation. Like, they're pissed.
Yeah.
Like, she just blew up their space station. And also ruined their plans to use the X to control the galaxy, I guess.
Use the X for, like, military applications, I would think.
Yeah. It's actually kind of weird. In the Prime games, the Galactic Federation is pretty, like... They're pretty, upstanding, I'd say. Like, there's never really anything shady going on with them. Whereas in Fusion and Other M, they're
dicks.
They're absolute assholes in those games. So, like, I don't know if like Retro just didn't want to have that kind of stuff going in their stories or what. I don't know. But I kind of like. Well, maybe if they ever did make a Metroid 5, they could do stuff with that where like there's some.
Yeah, I don't think they wrote themselves into a corner, to be honest.
No, they could just like have it end with Samus improving ties with the Galactic Federation, or like maybe the game could end with you like taking out the corrupt people or something. I don't know. Like they could easily have done another sequel. Like I don't know what stupid bullshit reason they would have had to have Samus get rid of her powers this time, but you know, it could happen. Like there's definitely. Oh look, it's that guy.
It's Ripley. Ripley, yeah.
Samus says, believe it or not.
Yeah. I apologize to everyone's ears.
Yeah, like
Ridley is such a loud motherfucker.
Also, his design looks really weird in this game. Like his beak is absolutely ginormous. It looks like someone punched him there, and it's swollen.
It's got noodle limbs.
Oh, so the charge beam, the fully powered up wave beam is faster to kill him than missiles?
Yes, because it hits him like every frame.
Oh, it hits him every frame. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because you can shoot missiles a hell of a lot faster than you can shoot
the beam.
The beam, and
yeah.
I always default to missiles because I think like my implication is that those are stronger, like, but you know if it hurts them every frame that it's on there, and the game does run at a pretty smooth 60 frames per second, like that would easily.
You wouldn't know during that fight.
Oh, what there's
it's lag. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember Fusion having that much lag.
Well,
but
part of it is the emulator, and there is a legitimate boss strategy for Ridley. If you ever look at speedruns, when they're fighting Ridley X, they space jump to the top left corner, and then use plasma beams there because that apparently results in less lag.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And but wouldn't the in-game timer account for the lag though?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't the timer
But but you're not going by in-game time. You're going by real time.
Oh, I thought that some games went by in-game time.
I think before they used to do that, and then they just decided against it because I don't think it was being accurate enough.
Well, I do get that, but there's some games where you kind of need it to be real time, like in Sonic, where like some of the strategies are to just wait by the goalpost in order to get a longer time in the stage, so that your time bonus isn't as long, so you get to the next stage quicker or stuff like that. I guess it might just be a game-by-game basis, though. So, you know, there is that. But anyway, yeah, you're at the very end of the game now, John. So, what sectors do you have to backtrack to in order to get
all of them?
All of them?
Pretty much, except Sector 4. Sector 4 should be the sector we only visit once, just to transition to the other sector.
Oh, okay.
Because now we're going to be using those secret sector transfers.
Okay, well, I know those are there, but it's faster to... I guess it would be faster when backtracking to do that and, like, go... Because, actually, one thing I really do like about the game is that the sectors are all kind of, like, in little tubes on the outside of the station.
Yeah.
So, I believe, if I remember correctly, all of the secret exits do lead all of the tubes around in the same order that they are on the map, which is pretty neat. But so so it's faster to go through the sectors, like the secret exits, to get from sector to sector.
Yeah, instead of going from sector to sector.
Instead of like going into the main hub, you mean?
Yes, because if we go to a navigation room at this point, the game will lock me out.
Oh, it'll lock you out of the other sectors?
Yes.
Oh, you can't. Oh wow,
shit!
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they want you to go fight the Omega Metroid.
Oh, I didn't. Wow, I thought that you could just, like, when you fought the because I've never gone for 100%.
If you're playing a repeat file, that doesn't happen. Another reason why I should have just played a repeat file in case I accidentally do that.
Oh, because that's probably when they expect you to go for 100%.
Yeah.
Is on repeat file playthrough. But like, because I always thought that you could just be like, okay, Saddam. Adam's like, your task is to blow up the base station and have it collide with planet SR-388. Any objections, lady? Yeah, I've got like 5 more energy tanks to find. Hold on a second.
I didn't authorize you to that. Oh, I didn't ask. That should have been a line of dialogue. Did not authorize. I didn't ask.
Well, I do like that. Well, in Metroid Other M has very few badass moments, but one of them is when Samus just decides, "Fuck it, I'm turning my space jump back on."
She should have done that from the fucking beginning.
Yeah, but one of the best lines in the game is that she's like, "Any objections, Adam?" Like, I thought that was a good line.
Yeah, it was a good line, but the result of the good line was because of a stupid premise.
It is a dumb system. It is a dumb system. Like, I guess it's just due to the logic of trying to apply military rules to Samus, because it does make sense when you're thinking about the limited arsenal that they have when they're with the Galactic Federation soldiers.
Yeah.
But when you're dealing with Samus, who could like probably murder the entire Galactic Federation army on her own, you have to go by different rules. So
I suppose so.
John, Craig's theme ended. What should I listen to next?
Sector 5 theme.
Sector 5? Okay.
That's what I'm listening to right now.
Oh yeah, they play that when you're escaping, right?
Yeah. Oh. We're kind of going the roundabout way here. I kind of went in reverse, but it's fine.
Okay, hold on. It just says Sector 5 low temperature area. That's the actual...
Yeah, that's the Frosty theme.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to find it. Is it like the That's the theme you're thinking of, right?
I can't hum it right now.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna listen to the Sector 4 theme because I like that. The Sector 4 underwater theme. I like that song. That's a good song.
Yeah, that's a good tune.
That's a good song.
That's a good tune, buddy.
Good tune.
That's a good tune.
So, while we're wrapping things up, because, like, what, do you think all the backtracking would take you, like, 10, 15
I would say
minutes?
10-15 minutes of them good, yeah.
Yeah, okay. While we're wrapping up, I'm going to see if we've got any new donations. And we do! Okay, so we've got a £10 donation from Degree. Hey guys, get yourself ready for a totally original pun. How much food was at the Chinese buffet? Wonton! Anyways, am I glad I could contribute and wish you all the best of luck while playing and raising more money. And then we've got $10, £10 I should say, £10 from Vikings. I've enjoyed all the games I've had time to watch. Good work everyone involved. Put this towards the Adventure Mode Showcase. Thank you very much, Viking. Have you taken Ash and Misty and Brock to the Mewtwo Island yet?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're back in Sector 2. Like,
Yeah.
is it how many items are in each level? Like that you have to go out of your way. Is it really just like 1 or 2 that you have to go out of your way to find in each area?
No, I got this. I got this. No, I don't. Fuck. I fucking. I'm sorry, Ted.
It's
give me,
okay,
just
John.
give me one moment here.
Oh, you got something trick. Oh, that power bomb. Oh yeah, fuck. You can get that one earlier, but fuck doing that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that earlier. All right, I freeze the damn thing at the wrong spot. Give me 1 second. Okay, that should be good.
Yeah, but is it only like 1 or 2 items per area that you have to go out of your way to find?
For this one, it's a bit. The Sector 2 is a bit cumbersome.
Cumbersome, you mean?
No. Ted, can you tell I'm not an English major? Be honest.
Yeah, a little bit. You're one of them artsy farts types.
No, I'm not an artsy farts guy. I'm just fucking dumb.
Well, no, you majored in art, didn't you? Technically.
Yeah, but I'm not a hipster. At least I don't think I am.
You can. I definitely got that item. I don't want to say the legit way, but I think the way they expect you to do it, where you just have to be really careful with your bomb jumps, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it, John.
Yeah, that's why that's why some items I ignored purposely, just so I can have an easier time going for them.
Yeah, especially if you need to backtrack anyway.
Yeah.
It probably would save you more time trying to get them the easy way than it would trying to waste time trying to get them early. So, yeah, but John, so when was the first time you ever 100%ed Metroid Fusion?
Long time ago.
Long time? Like, did you do it around the time you first played the game, or?
That sounds about right, yeah.
Okay, so
Alright, I'm heading back to...
you went out, like, after you beat it, you went out of your way to try to complete it then? Okay.
Yes.
Because it's, honestly, like, I love Metroid Fusion. It's one of my favorite Metroid games. I really have no desire to 100% it. Because
you don't need to.
No, I don't need to.
No, they give you so many power bombs in this game.
Yeah. Well, like it's not a matter of making the game easier. It would just really be a matter of I said I could.
Yeah.
And I feel no desire to, because like I know that you can make it easier for yourself, but I know that no matter what, I will have to backtrack to random sectors before the end of the game, and I feel no desire to do that to myself. It's like, not that it's the worst thing in the world. There are probably games that are way worse about it than others, but yeah, I have no reason to. I have no desire to do anything about that. So, yeah.
You know, I think I did the same thing in the Zero Mission run. I think I just got the games straight up confused. You know, Zero Mission doesn't give you that many power bombs. With Fusion, holy shit, you're gonna have like 70 something at the end of the run. 70
something power bombs?
Yeah, I think it's around that number. Like that's more than enough, and I have 41 as it is.
Like, and you might like your grand total might be higher than that because you probably used a handful. Like, are power bombs even efficient to use when fighting enemies, or no? Not really.
Not really. Yeah, they're just mostly using to reveal blocks, or you know, maybe clear the area every once in a while, but you don't need to do that too often. The beam is enough.
I think not enough enemies die in one power bomb for that to really be an issue. So, Oh yeah, you are back in Sector 6. Okay.
No, I'm in Sector 2 still.
Oh, you are? Oh,
yeah.
You know what? It's the purple. It's the purple blocks. That's what got me confused. Just in case you guys know, I'm not entirely paying attention. You know, I might be slacking off just a tad, but only a tad.
Just a tad.
Just a tad.
Just a tad.
Man. But anyway, if I believe, we'll get a new... Nope, I didn't believe enough. We do not have any new donations.
I believe in Harvey Dent.
He's kind of dead, John. You didn't believe it.
No, he's not dead. He's Two-Face.
No, he's dead at the end of the Dark Knight, though.
No, you're crazy. No, Two-Face died. Harvey Dent's still okay.
Do they? Oh, you're talking about Dark Knight Returns. Do they even like announce that Two-Face was a thing in? Like, I thought they covered up everything bad that Harvey Dent did.
I couldn't recall.
Because like they need Batman to be the hero Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs, or something. Like, I don't know. That those lines are still.
All right, now we got Fake Block City. That's what I call it anyway.
Ooh.
Oh, good. First try. Thank God. All right.
Wow.
But we're not done yet, though. There's also a power bomb here.
Oh. Wait, there's a fake block in the security room? Oh,
There's screw attack blocks in the security room, yeah.
How would you ever think to look there?
Fusion.
Did you find that on your own, John?
I don't think I did.
You looked it up?
Yes.
Wow, John Scrub confirmed.
Some call me Scrub.
No, not some. Just TJ.
Alright. We are done with Sector 2.
Awesome, so now we can go to Sector...
Now we're going to transition into... Let me see here. I don't remember the sector that we transitioned to. 4. We're going to 4. Okay, this should only be a small revisit.
Oh, you're only doing that to get to a different area, then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you just have to walk from one end to the other. I believe, actually, Sector 4 was one of the only ones I found on my own. Because, like, one of the only, like, sector shortcuts I found on my own. Because I think with the ones I think before like, when you have to go back, like, right after you open up the red hatches, I think what I did was I went back to try to get a speed booster power-up that I couldn't find, that I just had trouble getting before, and then I ended up finding it by accident, I think, and I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to go this way. So I think the game does make make it like easy to find them by mistake, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
So yeah, and you know, as far as I can tell, especially in your case, because you're already in Sector 6, they do make backtracking pretty good. So.
Yeah, that's why I say it's better than Zero Mission.
Oh, because you have to like go through places in order to get stuff.
Yeah.
And in Zero Mission, is there extra hidden items in every area in that game?
I'm not sure. That might be too far to the... Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Because like I do know, like if you want to get to Norfair, you do have to go through Brinstar and things like that. And Zero Mission.
Again, I love Zero Mission.
I've never seen this. I've never seen this one actually.
Zero Missions, I love Zero Mission, but Jesus Christ.
Are you ever gonna 100% it ever again?
For Brain Scratch, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When are you gonna do that, John?
What?
Fusion. I mean, Zero Mission.
I did Fusion earlier.
John, please. Why you do this, John?
I don't know.
Okay, but yeah. Anyway, I always feel like whenever I say the word "anyway," we'll get more donations, and then we never do.
Some sort of voodoo chant.
Anyway, our running total is actually 6,632 pounds, which is
awesome.
A lot. We're, I believe, 1,068 pounds away from announcing our next stretch goal.
Support the Nintendothon Kickstarter.
Yeah, we're 1,068 pounds away from announcing our next incentive game. So, you know, we've got quite a ways, but I'm absolutely positive. Yeah, I've never seen most of these rooms in Sector 6 before. Can you get these without the screw attack, or?
You need the screw attack. You need the power bombs. Oh no. Well, you need the power bombs and you need the speed booster. Yeah. These rooms are specifically designated with these like power-ups in mind. And, you know, not for nothing. These are pretty fun. It's just that the payoff is power bombs, which I already have like a million of.
Well, you know, by the end of any Metroid game, like finding any one missile expansion isn't nearly as exciting because, oh, another missile. It's not like I've got like 130 of those already, but you
Yeah.
know, like going out of your way to find all the hidden secrets, I think is one of the like it's weird. There are two different types of Metroid fans, I think. Well, not two different types of Metroid fans, but there's two specific like kind of like inherent satisfying things to Metroid games, and they're two completely different styles of play. You know,
Yeah.
you've got the people who want to strenuously comb over every inch of land in order to find every little hidden doodad, and then you've got the people who want to speed through the game as fast as possible, ignoring everything. And like, they're completely different types of people, but the games still satisfy that same urge. And I don't know. I find that interesting.
Okay, this is the power bomb we're gonna get in the way that they don't want us to.
Okay,
So I'm gonna take a safety save here, because if I fuck this up, then they're gonna lock me out.
Okay, so how do they?
All right, so the power bomb that I'm getting here is where the restricted laboratory used to be. You have to shine spark up from a.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah. The thing is, though, when you shine spark up, you're not in control of Samus until she hits the ceiling. Thing is, the speed blocks that I break through instantly regenerate. So I'll land back on the floor near a navigation room. I don't want that.
It's because if you hit any navigation room,
Yeah,
they
I'm
start
locked
locking shit
out.
You're locked out. Okay. So
Awesome, got it.
So what do you have to do in order to?
All right, I have to diagonal shine spark to the speed block, and then immediately jump through the speed block again before it fully regenerates, because it'll deteriorate again, and then I can just screw attack my way up there. That way can.
Okay, I get it. It's so that because if you jump, then the thing, what's it called? What am I trying to say? The game kind of keeps it from regenerating again, just so that it doesn't crush Samus. And
Yes,
lead to problems.
exactly. And I got that first try, thank God.
You've gotten a lot of them first try.
Yeah. My hands are a little shaking now, though, to be honest.
Well, if you save again, it shouldn't be a problem. Well, I guess if you did all the Sector 6 stuff last, that wouldn't be an issue, but I guess it's just not...
You know what? It's not that. It's like, I know I'm fully capable of completing the game. I've done it so many times. It's just getting to the results screen 99%. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, because that happened on Brain Scratch.
Yes, it did, and I hated it.
You hated it. Well, it was pretty funny, though.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, only for a live stream, you can't just cheekily edit to where you forgot one, you know?
Yeah.
You know, man?
Yeah, I know, man. Where is...
Okay, so you've done Sector 6, 4, 1, 2. That just leaves 3 and 5, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I'm trying to remember where the next are. I'm drawing a mind fart here. Here come the mind farts.
Oh boy! I will say that you've done pretty kick-ass throughout this entire fusion run.
Yeah.
So I guess it wouldn't be one of these for the Nintendothon without some kind of mind fart. So I guess now they're.
Oh wait, I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good.
That wasn't.
Oh, I also noticed that you're not like me very much, and when it comes to Metroid or any kind of game like this, I cannot have the map be incomplete. Like, if there's a square missing on the map,
yeah.
I need to make sure that all of it's on the map.
If I was going for the best ending in Symphony of the Night, I'm the same way.
Just for that game, though?
Yeah.
So do they just play the same music throughout all the zones?
Yeah, but I love this music.
Oh, okay. So the game is programmed to just play that track until you get to the SX, right? Okay. Because normally when you're just walking about in the final area, it just plays whatever. Well, in these areas, I should say, it just plays the same. It just plays the themes associated with that area. So.
Yeah, I could have gotten this power bomb as early as I got the power bombs, and but it would have been faster to just use the space jump and screw attack.
Oh, what do they expect you to do normally then?
Yeah, no, they're like these the security gates. That the lights are on the opposite side of the gate, so you can't shoot it with a beam.
Oh, they expect you to power bomb.
You can use a power bomb, yeah.
Oh, okay. But it's just faster and easier to get up with the beam.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I have to exit the room and then come back. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, they hit a power bomb in the transition room. Wow.
It's like the one time Samus is in space.
Well, she's a. Just because it's a science fiction game doesn't mean it takes place in space. Because if we're gonna be pretty, if I'm gonna be honest here, space itself is pretty fucking boring. Like, there's nothing in there. That's why it's called space.
I would say so more. I would say more in fiction, because, you know, we've done everything in our power to make spaces interesting out of imagination, and we're still like reaching those limits. It's just.
Oh no, like other planets and stuff. I think that's awesome. Like,
yeah,
the news. I forget the name, but there was news that they found a planet that was the right size and the right distance away from a sun to support life. Like,
that is amazing.
That was so cool. Like, the fact that it's 1,400 light years away kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But, you know, the fact that we found a planet capable of supporting life, I was so happy when I heard that news. But, so, you know, that's cool, but, like, actual space itself is just a lot of empty shit.
Yeah.
So, like, like, you know, I think, like, a space background is really only cool if they've got, like, a Star Wars battle going there. But, you know, that's just what I think. Oh, we've got a new donation from Sareem. We've got a new donation from Sareem. Hey, hey, Ted and I almost said John and Jed and Tawny.
Jed and Ton.
Hey, Ted and Johnny, loving the stream. Not only is it fun, but it also feels like awesome to help out. Trying to get some more streamers to raid. Already got Darkspine Sonics to come soon. Would like this to go to Adventure Mode and Hyrule Warriors. Good luck, guys. Thank you, Sareem. So hold on, let me refresh our incentive page and see where that's at. Adventure Mode Showcase is at 355 out of 450 pounds, so that's got less than 100 to go. So yeah, awesome. I'm feeling pretty good about that one.
Yeah, I am too.
Oh yeah, this is definitely one you gotta get with the
backtracking.
Yeah, like, I don't know if it's even possible to get it without the gravity suit, now that I think about it. Because
yeah, I think the barrier suit only protects you from, like,
acid?
Extreme temperatures, but not, like, outright lava.
Oh no, there's not a distinction between acid and lava infusion. That's just your own mission. Which is kind of stupid, but whatever. But, yes. Oh, why didn't you get that missile tank? That was
because I'm on my way over here anyway.
Yeah, but you have to pass by any... whatever. Those are missile takes I usually get along the way, but, you know, whatever.
Oh wait, that's I know what that is. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's very weird seeing this kind of shit, because, like, again, since I've never gone out of my way to 100% fusion before, like, a lot of these rooms are brand new to me, and that's always the strangest feeling. Seeing rooms that I've never seen before in a game that I love. Like, that's just, it's bizarre, but it's also really
titillating.
Sure. Titillating.
Whatever, creep.
I'm guessing you needed to Shine Spark for stuff.
Yeah.
I was never good at Shine Sparking.
It's easier in Fusion and Zero Mission.
And easier in Fusion than Zero Mission, or easier?
It's easier in Fusion and Zero Mission.
Oh, they made it's harder than in Super Metroid then?
Well, finicky, I would say, is a better word.
Okay. Well, like, is there ever any point where you need to do it for anything in Super Metroid other than, like, optional stuff?
I'm drawing a blank at the moment because I'm so into what I'm playing right now. But most of the time, you're just using it to get to one area from the next quicker.
Okay, because, like, I think Fusion is probably the first... I can't remember. I believe Fusion's the first game to put in, like, specific Shine Spark challenge rooms.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that's what I was thinking of, because I think I have a feeling that they were watching... Oh, you finally got that... You can get that energy tank earlier in like, as soon as you pass by it. Why didn't you get it? Why didn't you get it, John?
Because I can get it now.
But John,
Yes.
why?
What?
Okay. Well, you definitely... Well, at the very least, you got all the energy tanks in the game. Good job, John. So, are you gonna go to a recharge room to make sure that you have everything before fighting the final boss, before leaving?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Go what? Just to make sure?
I'm missing a missile tank.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Is it in Sector 1? Because you're in Sector 1. Oh wait, hold on. You're ahead of me. Never mind.
I'm trying to make sure. What am I missing?
Oh no. Here it comes. Here it comes. Can you check other areas?
I don't think I can. Okay, you know what? Let's just go.
What, you're just gonna finish the game and then...
I like to see at least, you know, this is a 100% run. I would like to at least get everything in one fell swoop. There might be something I'm missing in the main hub.
Ah, okay. Oh, I think there is actually, because, like, there's a few... I think there's something you need to get with, There's
a power bomb I know I'm missing in the main hub. But, missile expansion...
Oh, Tom says Sector 4. It's apparently in Sector 4.
It was probably that one room I ignored.
Okay, well, you can reset the game.
Yes, we can.
And is that what you're going to do?
Yes, because I saved.
Woo. I mean, you'll have to backtrack, but whatever.
It's fine.
Thank you, chat.
Thanks, chat. Appreciate it.
I'm pretty sure chat was the one who told Tom, and then Tom told me. So, yeah.
Where in Sector 4, though? I'm trying to remember.
Well, I'm sure once you get there, you'll remember.
Yeah. Maybe something. Hopefully something will click. Yeah,
because you were probably just doing the mindset of...
I was so worried about fucking up that I fucked up. Yeah, it happens.
It's the circle of life.
And it screws us all.
Can you go from Sector 1 to Sector 4, or do you have to go from...
you have to go from... you have to go from 1 to 2 to 4. I think that's how they break it up.
Okay. That's not too bad at the very least.
No, at the very least, I think I'm adding like 5 minutes total to all this, so...
Yeah, well, and, you know, this had to happen at least once.
Yes.
Yeah, so... And with the Shine Spark and the Screw Attack, you can plow through these places pretty quick.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to remember where exactly did I... It's not there, is it? Alright,
See,
I'm gonna check there.
This is why we mark every room, every square on the map, John.
Yeah. If you're a scrub.
How dare you, John? Dare you. That night in Atlanta meant nothing to me.
Yeah.
Oh, so, do you think it's in the underwater area then? Or
maybe. If it is not, then...
Hold on, I'm gonna take a look at the chat. It's the one room with the 3 spaces. Hold on. I'm taking a look at the chat to see if anybody's saying if they know what room you missed.
Oh, this room. Fuck this. I should have gotten this earlier. Damn it.
What was it?
Mind fart. Mind fart.
What was it?
It was a room I ignored earlier because I was thinking it had nothing to do with anything else. But yeah, okay. Yeah, because I thought it was unrelated.
Okay.
You know, I was getting my sectors confused because Sector 6 had something like that. And Sector 4 Sector what the fuck?
Wow, that's a strange sector.
That is a strange sector. Yeah, it is really indeed a strange sector. Okay. All right, taking a roundabout way. We lost about 5 minutes at best in game time.
Okay.
So...
Them SGDQ guys are not going to stand for this.
They're not going to stand for this. They're going to revoke my card, and they're not going to get my free Subway. I was really looking forward to that sandwich.
Actually, that's not that bad. I really do not like Subway very much.
You don't like Subway? I don't mind Subway.
Eh.
What is it about it?
I don't know. It's just, like... I think the thing is that subs aren't really a fast food kind of thing for me. Like, so if I'm gonna get something like that, I expect it to be a higher quality than what Subway provides. Like, because, like, if I'm gonna drive through a McDonald's or whatever, I don't expect the world's best burger. But if I'm gonna go into a sub place to get a sub, I expect something better than what Subway provides. Like, because we've got quite a few decent sub shops around where I live, so you know, I was just raised on a higher class palate than all of you. No, but it's just, you know, it's just I don't I don't like it particularly much. It's just one of those things.
I don't mind it too much. Though if I'm getting a sub at any point, I'm going to, well, Hoagie. I'm sorry, Ganon Band, John. Holy shit, remember your roots. I usually get it from Wawa. I don't know what your delicatessen is called in Boston, but...
I don't think we actually have any Wawas around here. We've got, there's a couple of the places I always go to are local, so...
You got like a Sheetz or anything? No, Sheetz may be West Pennsylvania.
No, Sheetz is West Pennsylvania. It's all just like local places around here. So, there's like a what the fuck is its name? I can't remember right now. Most of the time, I'm not the one who goes out to buy subs. It's usually my sister or my mom who does it. So, like they'll get subs for everyone for lunch or something. So, I can't remember the place's name off the top of my head, but it's definitely not like a chain or anything.
Alright. I do want to thank Tom in the chat for clarifying the missile pack that I missed. You know what the thing is? I think in this playthrough, I pointed out that empty hallway, wondering if I had to go back, and I should have listened to my instincts. I should have listened to my instincts.
Okay, so... Yeah, so we are at the very end of the game here, guys. All John needs to do is go up, kick some Metroid ass, and then we're done. So
pretty much.
Yeah, we're coming to the end of it. So if you have any donations you'd like to get out of the way, now is a pretty good time. Or at the start of... What was I gonna say? I completely spaced. What? Oh yeah, I guess you could donate at the beginning of Banjo-Kazooie because that's what's coming up next. But you know, we like you like us more, right? Right? You don't need no Bear and Bird and FTCR scrubs. You just like your brain scratch, right? Homegrown, organic, natural brain scratch.
Shall I start breaking out into gangsta?
No, we're the high class organic version that you that like has some real.
You know, brain scratch be getting all them honeys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Whereas FTCR is the cheap drive-through version.
with gluten.
Yeah, with gluten. Nobody likes gluten. I don't even know what a gluten is, but I know that I don't like it. So yeah, if you've got anything you'd like to throw out, like any silly voices you want specifically John to do, now's the time. Just letting you guys know.
Alright. There should be only one power bomb left to get, and it's near the... Well, I'm going to the area anyway, so...
How many... Okay, so how many power bombs do you have total?
I have 70 right now.
70, and there's 72 total?
74.
Oh.
I think. Well, I'm gonna go head to a recharge room so I can feel good about myself.
Yeah, but... Yeah, because each power bomb tank gives you two new power bombs.
Yes.
So there would be 36 total? Yeah, 36 power bombs.
I'm sorry, I know. What you mean is too fucking many.
Hey, power bombs are pretty cool, man. Like I never felt like they gave you enough in Prime. For
yeah, Prime, I agree. You take all the Fusion's power bombs and put them in Prime.
Why don't we take all these power bombs and push them somewhere else? But yeah, oh yeah, I know I'm a little bit behind, but the scene of like where Samus like has a really shocked look on her face. I don't know why I think that's cool, but it is. It's
what has been seen cannot be
No, wait,
unseen.
actually, you want to know what it is? It's Adam told her to blow up a plane, and she was just like,
yes. Oh!
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, John, since if we were to do a Metroid 5 and they were to continue the story, Adam would technically be in the game because he's a computer. Do you think like people would be upset about that or what?
I don't whatever.
Whatever.
It's like I don't want to tempt fate by saying I don't know how they can get worse than Other M. But Adam being a computer is more bearable than Adam being a full-fledged human being that shoots Samus in the back as a sign of I don't want you to do this. Let me do it.
Hey, it worked.
I guess.
Never mind. But yeah, maybe they could pretend Other M didn't exist.
I doubt it.
You doubt it?
But I'm tired of talking about Other M.
Well, I mean, they pretended that Prime didn't exist, so if they could pretend that good games don't exist, they can certainly pretend that not as good games exist. Oh, you're fighting the SAX.
Fuck yeah.
Like, this fight actually scared the shit out of me because I knew it was coming, because I knew that you fight the SAX at the end of the game. And since this thing scared the shit out of me, it took me days to work up the courage to beat this thing. Because, again, I was a wimp when I was younger, so, you know.
Sorry, I thought that last shot was going to take it down for sure, but it lived to fight another day just a little longer.
The SAX, for what it's worth, is not that hard, actually. Like, it's not that bad. It is definitely easier than, well, it's definitely harder than the Omega Metroid, because that's just basically a scripted fight.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like as far as I can tell, the Omega Metroid isn't like it isn't like Mother Brain, where you actually do need to go do enough damage to it in order for it to go into its scripted section. Like,
yeah.
Okay, so the SAX, for all intents and purposes, is the final boss of the game.
Yeah, you can definitely look at it that way. Well, but Omega Metroid, you know, you still gotta kill it, and then
you can still die.
Yeah.
I know that, but like, it's not like it's an actual fight. It's pretty scripted.
No, it's pretty it's pretty easy. Yeah.
That's a very undignified way for you to kill the final core X of the game.
Yeah. What? Shooting the poop shoot? By the way, its poop shoot's in the back of its head. I'm sure it's there. X parasite and all. Though I like how like the SAX like transformed into like an amalgamation of Samus and the very first thing it infested, which I think was one of those like SR388 creatures.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really it's an attention to detail. Like I didn't think it was needed, but if you recall correctly in the intro, when Samus is visiting the SR388. She kills one of the SR-38 inhabitants, and it releases the X parasite that goes inside her.
Oh wow!
So
wow, that's actually, I'm gonna have to look at its monster form again.
Yeah.
If that's the case, that's really cool. Actually, before we end things off, because you're at the very end of the game, we've got a slew of new donations that I'm gonna read out really quick. We've got James Daggs with £5. Me once more for yet another donation. And one little fun fact I forgot to mention, I'm actually responsible for a number of the thumbnails for Brain Scratch. Thank you, dude. You've done great work. We've got £1 from Anon Mouse. Do you guys have any favorite podcasts? I'm going out for my walk and I need something to listen to. You had one, didn't you, John?
Now Playing Podcast.
Now Playing Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't listen to too many podcasts, so I can't help you there. We've got $2.50 from Ant Tales. Hey, Johnny and Ted, greetings from Portugal. Loving the stream. Oh man, it must be late over there, dude. Go to bed. Metroid Fusion is one of my favorite games. Love your commentaries on BSC and would like to see another Pokemon review with both of you and Brian. Keep up the good work on the fundraising. Thank you very much, dude. We've got £1 from Rand Cossack. Newsflash! Notorious internet reviewer, some call me Wani, and local hair enthusiasts seem committing mass genocide upon innocent species, heavy and bomb too stunned to comment. Save Waka! This has been Ron Cossack, local news associate, signing out. Okay.
Blow shit up. Blow shit up. Blow shit up.
And then the last donation at the moment is again from Anttails. P.S. Johnny, you're responsible for introducing me to the awesome game that is Freedom Planet. Do you have a plan to make a playthrough of it for *B/BSC?
I'm gonna assume SGB or BSC, one of those two. That's not the first time that's done that, like the censoring. Censored out Brain Scratch or SGB. I think Tom rigged it to be like that. No mention to BSC. There is only HFC.
Also, you're free to put this in my other donation to any incentive. Destroy that Omega. Okay, I believe that's £5 total. So what would you like that to go to?
Adventure mode?
Adventure mode? Okay,
Yeah.
£5 to adventure mode. Awesome. So, okay then. I believe that's the end of the game, isn't it?
Yeah. Are we caught up on donations?
Let me refresh it one last time, but I believe that's it. Yep, no, nothing new. Nothing new. So.
Okay then. Well then we're gonna see who saved us by piloting the ship back to us. Then we'll go silent for the credits, and I'll be back with you guys for the tally. Well,
Watch,
you know,
it's gonna be 99.
it's gonna be 99%. It's gonna be 99%. I fucking tell you. It's gonna be 99%.
1%. What, John? Wow,
What?
there's
How did that
a lot
happen?
more collectibles in this.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit. Metroid Fusion Plus. Yeah, if we were to have a Metroid 5, you know, Samus's new suit is, you know, it's like a slimmer version of her power suit. I know, not for nothing, I do like the design of the fusion suit.
I do too, although for some reason I do not like the look of it with the orange. I only like it with the blue.
The blue and purple. I hate the Various suit.
The Various suit's pretty ugly, but yeah. Yeah, it's just I do think, you know, again, other than like finding a way to get Samus to lose her powers, but like I think I would love either a Metroid 5 or a Super Metroid remake. I think would be great.
All right, guys, we'll see you at the end of the credits.
Later.
Yes!
You did it?
Yes.
Oh, look at that Smexy ending picture. Do you always get the same picture if you 100% the game?
You get two pictures. If you 100% the game, you get Zero Suit Samus in a different pose. If you get 100% under 2 hours, you get a different Zero Suit Samus pose.
How is that an hour 41 minutes?
That's in-game time.
Oh, in-game. Oh, wow, there was that much lag? Because our call is like 2 hours.
No, it's not a matter of lag. That's just the in-game timer.
Okay,
like the timer pauses every time you go between a door, or like I'm not sure during monologuing or of the sort. But yeah, that's why speedrunners use real time.
Okay, all right. Okay, because that was definitely longer than a 2-hour playthrough.
Yeah.
Okay, but oh man, that was awesome. So you got the best ending possible then.
Yes.
Oh man, that is sick. Wow, I guess that makes up for any supposed.
Say, Ted, I can do it.
You see, you have earned my love and respect, John.
But I still fucking hate your guts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for myself. Next time I'll see you guys, I believe it's with it's either the Mega Man X-Race or Super Castlevania 4. One of those
You're
two.
gonna be in the Mario Kart thing, though, right?
Yeah. But that's that's a tournament.
Okay.
So are we still good for Banjo-Kazooie after this?
I believe so.
All right. Well, I won't take up too much of their time because they're probably waiting as is. So, all right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for your donations. How much have we raised total so far?
Let me do one last refresh to see if anybody donated during the credits. Oh, actually, we did get a few donations during the credits. We've got $2 from Red Brawl, £2 from Red Brawl. Enjoying the stream. Thanks for answering my question on Other M, John. Gameplay wise, it's okay. Ended up trading my copy a long time ago. When the next Metroid game with Samus comes, it has great gameplay and better story. $2 to John's choice, which I believe is adventure mode.
Yes.
We've got £1 from Sean. Hey, it's Sean again. Keep up the good work. A question for Luigi. What does he want for Sonic's 25th anniversary next year?
A good game. No. Wait, Rivals, right? Hold on. Mario. Are we still playing Olympics with those stupid fuckers?
Yeah, I think so.
Shit.
And
a good game.
Okay, and then there's a big whopping one from our good friend Kobayanomari 456, a £250 donation. He simply says, "Keep up the good work, guys." Smiley face.
Thank you so much, Kobe.
And with that monster of a donation, we've got £6,901.56 total.
Yeah, go give that guy a like and a follow on Twitter, please. Check out his channel too. That guy's amazing.
Yeah. So anyway, is that it?
I believe that's it. Ted, thank you so much for being my co-com.
No problem.
I
Thank you for
appreciate
indulging my kleptomaniac urges.
Thank you all for watching. That was Metroid Fusion 10%. We'll see you guys later.